Boom. We are here with another Sunday. What is up, people? People in the
Yo,
YouTubes, the Comics Land, the Comics Gateland. What is
Yay.
crack-a-lackin'?
Crack a lackin', indeed.
keyword crack.
Once you go crack, you don't go back. But yeah, Skelly was just asking what makes a good promo piece, or what do people look for in a promo piece?
Yes, like something other than pages to show to
Panel, yeah,
help,
or a panel from a
or
page,
yeah,
or
or a panel, or even a cover to help advertise your work.
so
So
for
no
me,
visuals at all for a comic.
Yeah,
Is that what
well,
we're talking?
like just like another sort of visual piece to help, like whether it's a print or pinup, and like what makes a good promo piece.
Oh, okay.
um, I think it would be something that makes people interested in what you're showing off for sure. Like for me, I've got him kind of doing like a variation of things. So I've got him doing like I came up with like different types of rats because like all the rats in my world kind of mutated differently depending on the area that they live in. So I gave him like the different types of rats he could do. I also gave him a couple like mutated animals, and then I gave him some alien creatures, and then I gave him like a bacteria fungus to work with.
Oh,
Oh,
So like
nice.
I feel like any one of those was gonna work well for me for promo pieces because I have lore to attach to said piece. Like for like example, like the fungus stuff, it's like I'm calling it calceus spores. It basically like if you're a human and you breathe the spores in, it like slowly has the skin like fall off your bones as the stuff like
ooh,
replaces. It's like its roots basically like turn into a nervous system. So like it
Cool.
essentially like removes your skin while it replaces your skin with like fungus and like roots and stuff to
that's
the point where
gnarly.
it's like yeah, to the point where you die and it's just a walking skeleton. And
Hmm.
it's like
That's very cool.
and the whole purpose of it is like they move towards sound vibrations, and once they've eaten up all the calcium in the bones, then they just explode into like a cloud of dust.
Like
So what they
spores.
do is they just follow something, like they'll follow a sound and just like stand at that source of the sound until they're ready to explode.
That's
So like
nuts.
Very
I love
cool.
that.
yeah,
Is this
yeah, so
is this the same story you've been talking about, or is this something different?
this is just some random fungus that's in the world of my
Oh,
story.
wow.
Like
Holy
I've
crap.
got so yeah, dude, I've got like so much of this stuff, and like I've even got this like visual of like these people standing in a group and they made a noise and the thing's walking towards them and it just stands in front of them when it gets to them, and they're all just like waiting to see what it does, and then it just explodes.
Oh,
And then like
wow.
Dude.
throughout the course of a week, these people just will slowly have like their skin just gets loose. Yeah,
Nice. I like the
yeah.
body
So
horror. I like that
Yeah.
stuff.
yeah, I do too.
Yeah, that's
I
freaking
just realized I
cool.
didn't have the chat open. But yeah, so like things like that. Um, like I would definitely say your promo piece would you need to be able to talk about it. You don't want just like an I guess like a character that people you've already explained just doing something cool. I don't think that would be very money efficient. Get that for bang for your buck type deal.
Okay. Okay.
Well, and it also
Yeah,
depends
that's
on what your story is too, right? Like
yeah,
if it's a fantasy, you want something kind of exciting, kind of that, or if it's horror, you want something to convey the mood,
yeah.
but also be visually, attention getting.
Yeah.
That's my opinion, at least.
Okay. I'm thinking about did this conversation brought to mind how Von Klaus was advertising his Terror in the Trenches stuff, how he'd have those like character pinups, like for Detonetta, that Nazi chick who can explode her own body at will, and
Oh yeah,
he had the like the glowing skeletonized version where she's about to explode, and then also the regular kind of femme fatale version, and that helped advertise
Hmm.
the product. I would say a lot.
TNA usually does.
Yeah.
yeah. That's definitely another thing. Yeah, if you can have just a nice hot chick, dude, that almost sells more than anything I just said. So
Oh, don't sell yourself short there.
yeah, that's the one issue, man, that I'm having is trying to add some sort of sex appeal into my world. Because it's like it's the end of the world. Most of my main characters are robots, so it's like, you can make a robot curvy, but it's still my only hope is where I get to my human part of the story, because I do have like a branch off of the story like from the human perspective, and then a regular human does get introduced to the group. But I feel like just like all of my regular humans are just going to be extremely attractive, I think. Like, I don't know.
Robots can be sexy. I mean, I showed you guys Atomic Heart the other week with the
you did,
those Russian sex bots.
Yeah, no, you weren't wrong there, that's for sure. Oh, you muted.
Chris, your mic is muted. Yeah.
Oh,
It's still.
oh, you're still muted.
We can't hear you, dude. I think he's doing a bit.
I think he's doing a bit too.
Yeah, what?
There you go.
There it is.
What happened?
Were you doing a bit? I'm confused. Now
Yeah.
I'm confused what's going on.
Yeah, I real. Once you said I was muted, I just leaned into it. So
Oh, okay.
I tried to play it off.
Tried to play it off like nothing was wrong, eh?
Yeah. Oh,
I'm curious.
right.
Yeah, I gotta get this lighting stuff figured out with my computer, but bring this up because curious what your guys' thoughts on this was.
Love it.
Yeah,
Back Me Bro is awesome.
Yeah, I really like the badges idea, where it's like you kind of shows how long you've been backing, or like by your
that's
the
cool.
badge beside your name or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I was trying to think of like why would I choose this over Fund My Comic, and like the I think the big reason is signups. Like,
Yeah.
Fund My Comic, yeah, it's the factor they don't have signups is why I haven't even made a page yet.
I did not enjoy my experience on Fund My Comic personally.
No.
No, if I launch again, I will not be using Fund My Comic.
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing against Fund My Comic personally. Like, Luke Stone seems like an all right dude, but I'm kind of waiting for Back Me Bro to.
Yeah.
I mean, my project's not going to be ready for a long time, anyways. But all the same, I want it to be on Back Me Bro.
But the reality is it's business. It's nothing personal. It's business, and I launched twice. I had 2 campaigns, and both failed. Wham. But the first time I launched was on Kickstarter, and I know a lot of people boycott Kickstarter because of, I guess, the past with John Malin. I know John Malin's pretty adamant about not doing business with Kickstarter again, and I totally get that. But what I really liked was the analytics that they provide you. Very detailed analytics. You get to see where all your traffic's coming from. So that gives you an idea of what, social media account you have is directing traffic the best, out of all of your various socials. And, kind of what's driving, it also gives you visitors versus conversion, like you get that percentage of what your conversion rate is. And, the conversion rate for Nostradamus Effect was very good. But I just didn't get people going to the project. But anyway, so that was my issue. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think I asked you this before. Did you notice any like outside views from Kickstarter? Like, because I think Cole mentioned one time that he Kickstarter has its own kind of community where it's like
Yes.
if you yeah, people kind of look specifically on Kickstarter for Kickstarter projects.
Yes.
Like did
Yes,
you
and that's where the bulk of my backers came from.
Oh, really?
Yes. I forget what it's called, but the Kickstarter like directed people. The bulk of my backers came to my project were directed there by Kickstarter. The next was, I want to say it was YouTube, then X, and then like after all the effort and all the the boosted posts and you know, on Instagram you can when you boost a post you can tell it what the purpose needs to be. You know, is it
Hmm.
to increase your not backer count, but increase your followers, increase you know, just likes, or increase website visits. So that's what I chose, was website visits, and the website I gave it was for my campaign. And you know, I was getting, you know, 7,000 views, 8,000 views, 10,000 views, and then all these likes, but it just didn't convert
Actual sales.
into backers. And
Yeah.
so I did a little research, and that's when I found out about each social media platform has a different audience kind of behavior or culture, I guess. You could say. So the audience on Instagram is more likely to be like just doom scrolling. They're not likely to go off site, you know, off of the platform.
Yeah, they won't click the link that you provide kind of thing.
Right. And
Yeah, unfortunately.
so I found that out kind of after the fact. But Facebook was another one that was pretty decent for conversion.
Facebook,
Yeah.
I would say yeah, because they're more used to buying things, because of the Facebook Marketplace thing.
Yeah.
Oh man, too damn hot for a hat.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of market on on those other sites, I guess. But I don't know, man. I'm pretty excited for Back Me, bro. The whole
Oh yeah.
Shane getting almost 20 for Starlight Cats, like that's
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah,
pretty
that's
big.
fantastic. I mean, just launching your own platform is impressive in itself. And you think about everything else that, you know, him and Yanzi have going on. You know, it's a pretty
Yeah.
impressive feat to, you know, take care of all this. You know, he's working on future books. He's working on, you know, fulfillment. He was working, you know, all the stuff he's got going on, and now he's launching another business.
yeah.
You know, and it's really impressive.
A lot of irons in the fire.
Absolutely.
Oh, 100%, man. That's how it should be too. We're gonna like I got a feeling 2027 is gonna be a nice little new start.
Oh
Maybe
yeah.
not a new start, but you know, a little a remodeling, maybe you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty stoked in it. I know I hear people a lot say like you don't want to run campaigns on multiple platforms because it would be a headache. Where does the headache come in? Like,
I don't know.
I can only assume it's like the backer lists, like when you're trying to, you know, do the fulfillment. But I mean, even then, you know,
'cause, like,
that's
yeah,
not really
I
that's
keep-
not really a
yeah.
big deal.
yeah, I keep hearing like the amount of times I've heard somebody say like, oh, it's you know, it's you don't want to do it on multiple platforms. 'Cause it's just it's hard for you to do, and it's like don't you just hit go live and then just let it run its course?
Yeah.
Like I don't.
I mean, I keep hearing people say that if you don't do multiple campaigns, you're leaving money
Yeah.
on the table. You know, all that shit.
Like the only reason I could see maybe using one platform is because you want that number, right? Like let's say Shane was using 3 different platforms here. This wouldn't be 18.
Yeah.
Right? Like it I guess it is nice to conglomerate all that into one area, but I don't know. I think you're missing out on money if you're not doing multiple ones, but I might learn real quick. It's not a good idea. Because Kickstarter, you have to do some exclusive cover or something. You have to use an exclusive item.
Yeah. Yeah, Indiegogo has that same rule.
Okay.
But luckily, Back Me Bro does not have that rule. They don't care if you run campaigns on multiple sites, which is awesome. Which is really really cool. It leaves the room for you to have your own site to host a campaign on, like how Shane does, like how Mandy does, and like how Sonic does, and you go to your other site, fund my comedy go.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me get a little clarification on this. So, are you? Is this specifically like you launch all at once on Kickstarter, Indiegogo, Fund My Comic? You launch all at once on all of them? Or are you saying like you launch on Kickstarter, it ends, then you launch on Indiegogo, it ends, then you launch?
Let's just say launch all three. Let's say you're launching all three
all
at once. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I think, I mean, obviously you're going to have a larger audience, because like how we mentioned about Kickstarter, Kickstarter directing traffic to projects, right? So I'm assuming, of course, most of the platforms have something similar like that. Although I don't think Fund My Comic does, but I'm not entirely sure about that. So don't take that as gospel or anything. But so yeah, you have, and then of course we know like there's some people will not do any business with Kickstarter, right?
Yeah.
They'll only do business with Fund My Comic or Indiegogo. And now you've got people who will not do business with Indiegogo at all. They don't want to give them their money because of shenanigans they've got going on. So and then of course there's vice versa, right? The same goes for the other ways. So so you have a potential larger audience. You kind of diversifies your risk, right? The things I see could be a challenge. I don't know necessarily making it something you don't want to do, but just the challenges I think would be like social proof gets split. You know what I mean? So like if I've got my campaign going on Kickstarter and that's the only thing I got going, and I've raised $10,000, right?
Yeah.
Like people are going to see it and like, oh my gosh, okay, this is impressive. Let me. I'm more likely to hop on that bandwagon, if you will, right? You split it across two, right? Let's say you split it across like Kickstarter and Indiegogo, and say Kickstarter has like 6,000, and then on Indiegogo maybe you've only raised 4,000. It's the same amount, but the Indiegogo doesn't look quite as impressive, and maybe some people would be a little less likely to back because of that. It's all about optics, right?
Yeah,
there'd be more administration. You'd have more things to keep up with. So like comments, updates, questions, etc. So like I'll tell you one thing I had zero problems with Kickstarter. The one thing I did have an issue with during Fund My Comic was people getting charged twice.
Really?
For the same, so they'd go in and they'd make their they'd choose their pledge level or whatever, and they'd end up getting charged twice, like one right after the other. So they'd message me. As soon as they'd message me, I'd go into Stripe, and issue. I'd see the double charge, and I'd issue the refund. And I mentioned it to the folks there at Fund My Comic, just to say, hey, this is happening. Don't know why this is happening, but just want to let you know. And I never heard back from them on it. But that happened a few times, getting charged twice. So more stuff like that to happen that you need to keep up with, things like that. So, I mean, I can see, especially if it's a first time you're launching, like maybe just stick to one. But I don't know. It's ultimately up to the creator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I can definitely see like I guess some of those back end difficulties that I just don't know about per se, but
sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I still feel like if you do like launch one on Back Me Bro and then launch one on Kickstarter just to try to get those, extra people on Kickstarter. I don't know if that's necessarily a bad idea or not, but I don't know. Might be something to think about.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, anything to give yourself more exposure and
Mr.
to give
Tank?
your your project a higher chance of success. Absolutely, it's worth trying. You know what I mean?
Well, speaking of getting more eyes, because I've like one thing I've been trying to, contemplate is like ways to make streams more entertaining or engaging for viewers.
Uh huh.
Because like I don't mind it, but I think a lot of the issue with retaining outside, people is they tune into one of these streams and you have everyone like talking about people, like everyone knows who each other are, and yeah, man, it's like I don't know. This space just seems too focused on the internals of this space.
Mm.
So like I don't know. So one idea I had for draw streams would be there's a lot of musicians in this space. There's a lot of musicians who can play music. So it's like why not try to get a musician on the space to potentially play live music, and you could have the crowd or the fans like interact or the chat interact with the person playing the music more or less than the actual people drawing. And then it leaves the people drawing less focused on trying to be on. They can do their work, which is more or less what it seems like a lot of those people are trying to do. They're trying to come in and do work. So
Okay. Kind of like taking requests from the audience for the musician dude.
yeah, or even like me for example, like I got a whole like beat machine and stuff that I could just like the chat could literally help me create a drum kit, and then I can make a drum kit, make a beat with that drum kit, and then like grab my guitar and then like play something over that, and then like if the chat gets bored with it, they can just be like next song. We can just like completely move on to something else, and it could be interesting. It could
Yeah.
definitely be an interesting thing to try out.
Man, anything different's worth trying at this point. You know what I mean?
Oh crap. What is up? Gray Cloud 2, Dr. Ben's in the house.
Yeah,
What
I
is
can't
up,
seem
people?
to chat with people. I can see the chat, but I can't actually
I-
chat. That's
I have the YouTube pulled up on another window, and that's how I'm doing it.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
right?
I think this will be my last week with Restream. I think I'm gonna go back to StreamYards next week. Cause yeah, Restream. I think it's because you guys are guests. You can't chat. I could be wrong. I'm not too sure.
Might be it.
Weird.
Either way, just having the YouTube pulled up isn't really a big deal.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's
To answer
try-
Dr. Ben's question real
There we
quick,
go.
yes, boobs do bring viewers. Everybody
Yes.
likes a big old titty.
Yep. Yeah, we were just saying that. That's probably the best way for promotion. Boobs.
I'll show mine. I don't care.
I'll
Well, hang on a second.
bring them out. Yeah, I got oh, I didn't even show you guys this yet. I got my whoop.
Oh
Boom.
yes,
Here, actually, I'll make myself bigger here. How do I maximize myself? Boom. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
the Lolo shirt.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's cool,
Mr.
man.
Vasilis himself, man. That was pretty
That's
dope.
freaking awesome.
Yeah, it is.
How do I minimize myself now?
Hey, Crenshaw's in his house.
Oh shit! What is up? Chas Poppendale. We got the Will
Tank.
in the house.
My
Got
boy, my
Got
boy.
Mr. Crenshaw. What up, boy?
Sunny days. Stands are full of fans. Anybody know that?
Nope.
No.
What is this? What is this the time for? Individual achievement. Nothing.
Oh,
Oh
coffee is for closers.
no,
Oh, well, shit.
no,
I don't know.
Glenn
Then.
Gary, Glenn Ross. Ty Cobb, Babe Ruth. They bet themselves all the live long day. No, Untouchables.
Untouchables.
Film
No,
called
I haven't seen that.
Untouchables.
No,
Oh,
man. Haven't seen it. Hold up.
Way to
Untouchables.
break an old man's heart.
What one's Untouchables here? Hold on. Because
Oh
man,
my
I've got this terrible thing where it's like I don't think I've seen movies. I tell someone I haven't seen a movie, and then I go to watch it, and I was like, wait, I've seen this
I
movie.
mean, it's
already.
an '80s movie. It's
Oh, if it's an '80s movie, then
De Niro plays Capone, and it's
Oh, wait a
about
second.
the Elliot Ness, played by Kevin Costner. Yeah, there you go.
Untouchables.
Oh, maybe I have
Great
seen this.
movie. Great film. Ennio Morricone did the score for it.
Yeah.
There he is. That's when he gives that
Yeah.
that speech there when he's wearing the tux. I hear no sound.
Yeah, I'm not hearing nothing.
Oh, you're not hearing anything? It's probably because I didn't hit a. God damn. Whatever. Either way, point that across, man. Whatever. I'll figure this thing out one day, or maybe I won't. I don't know.
He brings a knife, you bring a gun. He puts one of yours in the hospital, you put two of his in the morgue. That's the Chicago way.
Oh, I know that line. I've heard
That's
that one.
Untouchables.
Okay, so I have seen that movie then. All right. I've seen it at some point in time.
Is Sean Connery in it?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why I was doing a shitty
That's why
Sean
he was
Connery
doing the Sean
impersonation.
Connery. What's this? I'm a young, yeah. Dude, I find it weird. It's like everywhere, like the older I get, everywhere I go, I'm still like the youngest person in like the group of people I hang out with. It's really
How old are you?
35.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
You look like you're about 19.
Oh,
That will serve you well, sir.
well, there you go.
Believe it or not, I'm 27.
Oh. Well,
This is what marriage and kids will do to you guys. Don't do it.
get a bigger hammer, says Tank. But yeah, man.
Hammer don't hurt them.
I mean, like other ways I was potentially thinking of, like possibly making things more entertaining, is trying to find ways to what's the word I'm looking for? To like put shows kind of against each other, like find like ways for like shows more or less to interact with each other, like like, I don't know, I'm trying. Like one idea I had, I posted on Elliot's thing. It was like almost like a Kill Tony style like pitch show, right? Where you have like, you know, a panel of people. They bring two people on, and each person can pitch an idea. They have a 1-minute idea to pitch, and whoever wins stays on panel. It's basically just like a recurring thing throughout that show. If someone has an idea that they think they could knock that person off the panel with, it can be a fan, it can be a creator, it can be anything, right? It can be any idea you have. If you know, you hop on, you try to knock the person off the panel, and whoever is in the open spot at the end is like the winner of the night or something. Like, I don't know, just little ways.
Turn
that
their
make
amp
things-
on?
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard the amp buzz.
yeah, I heard that something.
Oh.
But I think Bancroft did something like that a while back, but for comic book pitches.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Bancroft?
Yeah, Michael Bancroft. I ended up talking to him about it.
Bancroft, my bad.
Yeah, he was. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, Mr. Will.
Gentlemen,
Yo,
What is cooking? Good looking.
you mentioned you're the youngest man, but you forget that I am the youngest man alive.
Man,
Will.
baby.
Didn't they have a show like that? They were going to do like a Gong show on Bancroft's channel where it was
Yep.
like creator versus creator. And when was the last time I heard about the cockfight?
Yeah,
Oh,
Like the
yeah.
artist cockfight?
Yeah. DG was supposed to be putting that stuff on, wasn't he?
Because, dude,
Yeah.
I was getting pumped. I'm like, I'm going to crush these people. I'm
Yeah.
going to come in there and just fucking
Just
Smash
fucking roll house.
be like,
Yeah,
who
the
the
last
fuck is
one
this?
I
How does he
saw
draw
was-
tits so good?
Yeah, right.
That's my secret. I'm always
I would
wondering.
fail at any cockfight. I would have to be in the featherweight division.
Oh, That means two things.
Cole King,
Oh, the king, the
What
Cole
is
King
up?
himself.
brother.
Oh, what was this? My neighbor couldn't get Hit Digital TV to work the other day. Oh, we took a hammer, fixed it good. Yeah, yeah. A good hammer can fix a lot of things, right?
Mm.
If you use it correctly, then you go buy yourself a new one. You got yourself a brand new product, and it was all because of the hammer.
Hammer
Yeah.
don't hurt him.
But yeah, Bancroft, I ended up talking to him on Twitter there because yeah, he said he was doing the show, but it just got a little bit too much, I guess, with like trying to organize all the people and like
A lot of logistics shit, a lot of planning shit, I guess.
Here's what I think.
Oh,
Here, sorry, I was gonna share what I was working
Hello.
on. You guys were mentioning boobs earlier, and I have this conundrum.
oh, nice, hell yeah.
Right?
Boobs.
I have this conundrum because I was drawing this thing for Marley comic, and I was
yeah.
getting into the coloring stages of this
Cool
thing. Cool it. This was
Yes,
going to be for
sir.
Cool It, and then I realized, this is supposed to be an oversized bookmark, and I'm making it like big enough to be a poster. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so now I'm thinking, okay, let's scrap this idea. Let's do body pillow, right?
there you
So
go.
here was my
Yay.
first idea. Or actually, this was actually, I still kind of like this one. I'm like, I could do something beachy. You know what I mean? But like one character. And it just needs to be hot. Because I realized the point of this was cheesecake. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I don't
Right
feel
on.
like I was really delivering it with that first piece. It looked cool. There was a vibe to it,
It was kind of like the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling lineup. I like it. There you
Yeah,
go.
they're all having a smoke break. And I was going to do the smoke going like, and then put some graffiti on the wall,
Nice.
which is cool, but it's not, I mean, you try to put that on something that's like this big
Right.
and it's lost.
Yeah,
I like the beach towel idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
I'm-
the
yeah, I'm
first new
definitely-
idea that I came up with because I'm like, I just want to do one thing, and not enough people draw feet good. So I'm like, what would really impress people?
Hell
If
yeah.
I drew some feet for them.
see, Will's got the idea. This
Put a
is how
couple
you
of
bring
hairs
new
on the
people-
toes.
It's how you bring
yeah.
new people into
Ugh.
the space. Feet.
Right. Because you got to hook people in. And I'm sitting here
That's it.
thinking, okay, how do I get people to pay attention to me? Because my comic book is very grim, dark fantasy. You know what I mean? But I'm like, if I could cozy up to someone like Michael Ferraro, because Cool It has way more hot chicks. And if I could draw some of those hot chicks, people are like, wow, that looks cool. Who's this guy? And then they get Revenant Steel. And then they're like, holy shit, this is incredible. This is what I needed in my life. You know what I mean?
Hot chicks and swords.
Well, I don't have too many hot chicks in mind.
Well, he got the hot chicks from the Cool It,
Exactly.
though, right? So
That was the hook. That was the lure.
together.
And then they're reading my story and they're like, dude, why don't you draw any hot chicks in this? And I'm like, because it's not like, about that. It's about serving a god of death. It's about other things,
All
I
the
think
women
you've
can
got
have
you've got
high
all the
cleavage.
you've got the mainline fetishes here, which I think is good. You've got the pretty face, you got the underboob, which I'm personally a big fan of the underboob.
Not
You got
enough
the
on
leg-
boob.
You got the nice gams there, and then like you said earlier, you got the feet. Weirdos like the feet, and you should make them a little glistening, like there's like maybe some tan
God.
lotion on there,
Well, I
have them
put the
glisten a bit. And you'd have a hit, man.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking is because I got the pole here so I could do like the shadow coming across her for the what's the word? Parasol
Umbrella.
umbrella. Yeah, for the beach
Yeah.
umbrella. But I got a little bit of room here in the background if I want to draw like little side characters doing fun stuff. Maybe one of them's bouncing a beach ball to another one or something, or like they could be building a little sand castle or like splashing in the. I could put the beach over here. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm,
or she's at a pool.
noodling it out.
Or she's at a pool. That'd be cool too. Like you could. One thing I think would be cool: have like a random gimp in the background.
A gimp.
A gimp.
You know, from Pulp Fiction, the gimp.
You know, there is the
Yeah.
one male character in the book that I've seen,
Draw a zombie.
or maybe there's like two.
Have them all in the leather, kind of bound in leather, and he's got the mask with the funnel. to
I
the
would do
mouth.
like the old Master Roshi character. Put him in a gimp suit back there.
There you go.
There
you
go.
Oh,
Just have him using a vending machine, something mundane in the background.
Yes. Now you're talking, brother. Yeah. Yeah. Or he's got the bucket, going to the getting ice with the bucket. You know?
just coming out of the hotel room.
hmm
That's fair. That's great. I'm picking up what you're putting down, my guy.
Yeah, that definitely works. That works well for a bookmark, I think.
I think so. I think this will be
Yeah.
a better bookmark. And then, if I want to finish the other one later, maybe I will.
I mean, what do you mean you want to? It's almost done. It's like 90% done. You gotta finish it.
You know, I mean, if I feel like it at that point, you know what I mean?
Just give it to him as is. Be like, here you go.
Just
You
give-
finish it.
Hey, you want to finish coloring this for me? I'm kind of over it. I mean,
Yeah. I'm moving on to
It's a
something.
collaboration.
you're like, Will, why can't you do that? I'm an artist, damn it. Don't question me.
This is art.
This is art. You're trying to make me make sense over here.
Well, I've got bottled water that said minerals added. The world needed to know that. Oh, Mr. Tank. Poor Master Roshi, yes. Same since the Coochie Wars. Oh, man. But yeah. Will, what do you think about the music, mixing the music and the draw streams?
Do it.
Do it?
Yeah. Should I just put my tablet
Agreed.
back up right now and you guys can watch me draw and listen to music? And
Just make some beats and fucking.
I mean, try it out.
Well, and
No,
that's the
I-
thing too. Like if you just start jamming, you don't have to worry about copyright bullshit.
Yeah,
Well,
and don't
yeah, it is.
overthink it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know. One of these days this week, I might try and set up something. We'll see.
Yeah.
So, what's the topic of the day, gentlemen?
We're just kind of meandering about, just talking about whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to. I'm trying to think of ways to bring more people into the space. That's more or less what I'm been honed in and focused on, and I just don't.
I mean, my
No.
answer to that is to make awesome IP. Okay. Like, have we talked about the midget wrestlers yet?
I mean, are we allowed to talk about the midget wrestlers? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. Are we under NDA to talk about? Is
I
that a
don't know.
goth
Is-
night
is-
only
yeah,
thing
is
where
this
we
a-
talk
is this a
about the
goth
midget
night NDA?
wrestlers?
Midget wrestlers? What's this now?
We're making a midget wrestling comic book.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So the
and it'll
yeah,
Good.
Goth Night Crew are making a midget wrestling comic book. We're I think tonight we're gonna be just bringing characters. Was that the plan?
pretty much. I won't be there till after midnight because work has me working.
Yeah, I'll be there at the start, and then I'll have to dip out for a little bit. and
But
then
I'll
come
come
back
on. I'll
usually.
talk about the event that I went to. Talk to some midgets.
Oh yeah, you were doing
um,
midget wrestling on Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, dude, and then, I mean, what happened at the end? Because I got distracted by something. I've already started telling the story, so I'll tell it again. All right.
The Scribe Comics in the house.
So there I
Okay,
was at the
that's,
midget wrestling event, right?
Hey, Rosario. Sorry, I didn't mean.
Oh, Tank says, send it to me, Will. I'll finish it. I'm like, all right, I'll send it to you, Tank. Tank, DM me an email so that I can send you a high-res file. And because every time I send JPEGs, compression, yada, yada.
Goes down.
But anywho, so I'm watching this midget wrestling event. One thing you got to know about me, I got kind of an interesting family. And I get dragged into things. So last week, my brother, who ex-con man, convict kind of guy. Anyway, he managed to get a wealthy wife. She's actually the opposite of hot. Sorry. I was gonna say sugar mama. Anyway, she basically is. Anywho,
She's got monies.
she's helping him go to college. He's trying to get himself into politics. Okay. So he tells me last week, he's like, Will, can you come in and participate in this forum? Because I'm working with these this Democratic PAC, right? And we're trying to be pro-choice. We're trying to get people to vote Democrat who were, because they're in Western Pennsylvania. Some local seat, right? And my job is to not be his brother, but be a person in the audience or whatever. That was like how it was kind of laid out to me. And I'm supposed to sort of be, express my views. He knows that I'm a pro-life kind of guy. But to agree to disagree, don't, ruin the whole thing. He said he was going to email me the details. I thought I was going to have to show up somewhere in person. I get a call when I'm 3 beers deep at this midget wrestling event saying, hey, we're going to start in 30 minutes. Can you be on this Zoom call? And I'm in the middle of nowhere. I have the Wi-Fi for the place, but if I can't go in the parking lot because I lose signal. And so I try to find like a quiet spot. He's like, it's going to take 20 minutes. I'm like, really? Okay. So I get on this call. And I'm like, but I'm missing the fucking midget wrestling. Like, I'm pissed. Should I wait for Cody to get back?
Yeah, wait for Cody to get back before you get to the punchline.
Right. But anywho, I find a couch and...
Oh, you're good. I can still hear you.
Yeah, you can still hear me?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I get on, and I guess he had gotten my other brother involved in this too, right? And he starts talking. They do this forum. They start passing. Oh, hey, you talk, say your piece, whatever. He starts going at length about his first wife having an abortion and how it affected her and all this stuff. And I'm sitting here for like 5 minutes,
God.
and I'm like, this is going to take way fucking longer than 20 minutes. And I leave. I'm like, I'm not doing this shit. I got midgets wrestling in the next room.
That's
Priorities.
here.
I go back to watch the wrestling event. And it turns out it's the last night of the evening. The midget wrestling event was much shorter than I anticipated. But he's texting me. He's like, dude, you got to come. You were in. You got to come back on. I'm like, God damn it. I go back and I get in. And they start watching YouTube videos about things. I'm like, and I can't have the volume up around people. You know what I mean? Like, there's people around me, and we're talking about abortion. People are trying to fucking entertain themselves. So I leave again, and I don't go back, right? I enjoy the rest of the event. Whatever. The next day, I find out that it escalated quite a bit after that first little while. Because my brother started, my pro-life brother started just going off about, hold on, let me turn on the chat. I'm not even looking at what people are saying. He starts going on, calling this dude a faggot, calling this dude, what do you care? You're never going to get a girl pregnant. What do you care about any of this? You're basically a virgin, just laying into this dude. And meanwhile, my other brother is texting him like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Stop. What the fuck are you doing? Like, oh man, starts going off on him like, dude, why are you trying to impress these people? You know what I mean? Going off on my other brother who's trying to get like money from these guys. It was kind of hilarious. Apparently, because I saw this dude, he looked like just a faggy Napoleon Dynamite, like moderating this thing. I guess deciding whether or not my brother gets money to run for office from these people. But sure enough, there was a lot of like, you cost me 150 grand like the next day.
Wow.
Completely derailed.
So you didn't get to see a lot of wrestling then.
I got to see 2.5 matches. I guess it was only a
Okay.
3-match long event.
2.5.
And I bought myself a Midget Lives Matter shirt.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's great.
And I got an email. I sent an email to the guy seeing if he wants to come on golf night. He hasn't like emailed me back or anything. But yeah, now my one brother, because he runs a business, and this dude is organizing like a hate campaign against him now to get him a bunch of 1-star reviews and say that
Oh,
he's
no.
homophobic. The owner of this business is homophobic.
Oh my god.
I don't know. You didn't sound too scared to me.
Yeah, right? Didn't sound scared at all. He sounded like he wanted to fight you. Sounded like he wanted to tell you a lot more about what he thinks of you and your people.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's wild.
I don't
Yeah,
know
we
about the
gotta-
virgin comment though. I bet you that Baheiman's long since gone.
Oh yeah, his
Oh.
male hymen.
God.
Never had sex with a
I
woman.
bet you when that guy farts, it just sounds like.
Just that word, the Baheiman. Like,
He doesn't shit; it just falls out.
Oh, God.
Call that
Oh,
the
God.
mess.
No wiping needed.
Oh shit, balls.
But yeah, man, I guess we could make the rest of this stream just about how gay people are the cause of all society's problems and ills. But you know,
Well,
where
let's
do you
be
want to
fair
take
here.
it, Cody?
It's not just gay. It's not just gay people. It's women.
Yeah, well, they enable the gays. They love the gays. They love a non-threatening male.
Yeah.
And their irrational emotions. You know, the fathers of democracy were right when they forbade women from voting.
I mean,
So here they are
Greece.
just trying to kill their babies, you know, and jack offs like my brother have a problem with it.
I know. The madness never ends.
Never.
yeah,
ends.
well, yeah, because we were
Where's
just talking
that
about-
damn asteroid when you need it?
Yeah, right.
Time to hit the start over button.
Yeah, would we even be wiped out though? Would we start over, or would we just be like stuck trying to like rebuild this exact same shitty society?
Really depends on who's running it.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Like if America or Europe or Europe gets wiped out, then yeah, it's a total reset. Everything's back to Stone Age. But if it's, you know, less developed countries, then I think everybody's going to be fine.
Well, no, because then the refugees are going to flood. I mean, they already kind of are,
They
but it'll
already
get
are.
worse and yada yada.
Oh, that's
We
a
got to
good
make
point.
sure we take care of the refugees before they become refugees. If any of that happens, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
just
take care of them. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, just don't let them in.
Just
Period.
make sure there's no refugees from this crisis. However you
Yeah.
want to interpret that.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about this yesterday on Will's show. There, the that chick that went to jail or whatever, or not jail. The what's her name? With the who said the N word?
Oh, Shiloh
Oh.
Hendricks.
Yeah, Shiloh Hendricks.
We were on
yeah,
Gray
that chick.
Cloud's channel.
Yeah, well, yeah, Gray Cloud channel, right? Sorry, Gray. We're on. Yeah, it was Comics Group. But it
Yeah,
was
because basically Somalia's taken over up there, and you got like just corruption. Is so you'd have to wipe them out. You'd have to get rid of the entire government. Say none of you people are allowed to do this. You know, reelect everybody, reappoint everybody. But how do you do that? That's impossible.
It's not impossible. It's that nobody wants to do it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it will require some life altering actions, and most people are not willing to do things that would ultimately interfere with their family, their livelihood, etc.
How do we get these judges under control so that they don't destroy our republic, Chris?
You don't want me. I can't answer that on a live
No
stream.
skeleton.
I think they just need to be able to be held accountable for, like, if they
It's
release
just not going to happen.
a
No.
yeah, I mean, yeah, they're gonna, fight tooth and nail to not be charged with aiding and abetting, for instance, if they release somebody who was clearly violent and unhinged or whatever, and then they go and like do an Irina killing, like that chick on the bus or
Subway?
the subway or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they should be held responsible for if they release violent people back onto the streets. That's my opinion. Just charge them.
Yeah.
Aiding and abetting. Accessory
only-
after the fact.
The only
Or prior to
people
the
that are there to hold judges responsible are just other judges, right? That's
Yeah.
basically the system.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
pretty much.
And
Just
even
goes up
then,
to the next bigger judge.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't see how you fix that at any point. Like, it's just once it's been infected and
you
corrupted.
clean the
it's-
slate. You completely wipe the slate clean with a bloody knife
Oh.
and start over.
Yeah.
well,
So bloodbath is what you're
I
saying.
mean, nobody has any faith in the voting system anymore. I mean, has anything? I've voted for Trump all 3 times, and he's done some good things initially. Did some good things in his first run. Really hasn't done jack shit this run. The Iran thing has turned into a farce. He was running on things like eliminating the IRS. Like, what the hell happened with that? Lots of promises that have come to nothing.
Well, I am curious,
So it's
actually,
just
'cause-
another thing that they'll promise you the world, but will deliver nothing.
Now, do you think the Iran thing is actually a farce, or do you think it's actually like? I have a feeling it's playing out the way he wants it to.
No, I don't think.
You don't think
A lot
so?
of people, a lot of supporters like to think he's this brilliant strategist who's doing all this, like, what is it, 3D chess or whatever? Or,
Yeah, I don't think it's that far.
He's not built for
it
that, man.
ain't like
No.
that, I think the thing he had going for him was that he was a bit of a wild card, and things like the Taliban and stuff, were intimidated by that. But it's pretty clear that Iran is not going to be intimidated, especially if they feel they have Russia and China
Yeah.
in their back pocket. So a lot of bluster, really didn't do much. But this whole going around and around. I mean, if it was serious, I feel that and again, this is just my opinion, if this was really serious, we should have just obliterated the entire military, the entire government.
Like
But
they said
that's
they
not
did the
what we
first
did.
time.
We go in and drop a couple of bombs or rockets or whatever, and then now they want to make a deal. We're gonna make the best deal. It's gonna be great.
That's how we thought
and
it was going to go, and then you realize you got rid of the people who were in control, and now they have a decentralized network of people acting with, now they got China feeding them drones, Russia, and this is now the center of, this is now the powder keg.
To me, I think that that's actually where part of I think that's where part of the plan comes in, is where I think his plan was just completely wipe out the leadership, wait for new leadership to come up, and just rinse and repeat until the new leadership falls under.
Well, there were reports that
falls into
apparently it was Netanyahu's people were convincing Trump that if he got rid of the leadership, that there would be a spontaneous uprising,
Right.
and that they would that they would establish a government. But it's like, dude, that's crazy.
Yes,
After everything we
yes.
learned in Iraq, we're gonna do this again.
Yeah.
where we think, oh, they're going to greet us as we're going to win the hearts and minds. That's your strategy.
Well,
What is
and
that, Cole?
I
How you
think
doing?
the strategy was,
Oh.
I think that thought of winning hearts. I mean,
Welcome, Cole.
it was,
Hey,
yes,
good to see
welcome,
you guys.
sir. It was pretty clear that there was that going on. You know, I mean, it seemed like the citizens there were genuinely happy that, things were happening, but they've lived under the yoke of this tyranny for how many decades now. And to think that they're all of a sudden just when their whole existence is just surviving the next day,
Yeah.
and they really think they're going to suddenly take up arms. First off, where the fuck are they going to get the arms from? Right?
Oh, we'll give
They're
it
going
to
to
'em.
suddenly take up
Yeah.
arms and go overthrow the people that have
I mean, what
had their
Afghanistan's
boot
done
on
a
their
lot.
neck for the last 60 years or however long it's been. I think that's a little ridiculous, but anyway,
Well, there was those massive riots, but they got put down pretty quick, unfortunately. The Christians almost got back in control, but oh well.
Well, yeah, because I don't know the way I look at a lot of it too, because like I feel like if America really wanted to, basically take it over, they would take it over. Because you look at what happened with what was that? You guys, South America? You guys went to South America?
Venezuela.
Venezuela, yeah. Do you guys use like a discombobulator in Venezuela? Like, what was that? Like, it was like a
Yeah,
weapon that,
so
like, people.
if you remember, there was reports of a bunch of American officials and politicians or whatever in Cuba mysteriously falling ill.
Mhm.
That was us testing something out on our own people that we then used in Venezuela when the siege
Oh,
were like vomiting blood and like
Yeah.
collapsing on the ground because of some noise.
sound weapon. Yeah.
Yeah, some
Microwave,
sound weapon. Yeah, and that was us. That was we were going in there with future weapons like some kind of alien invasion, and that made me goddamn proud to be an American. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, so just hearing stories like that just makes me think if you really wanted it, you'd take it, right? So I
Yeah.
feel like there's got to be some reason why it's.
Well, and like if we're going to take anything, we need to take all of South America, all of Central and South America. We just need to take all of the Americas, make them the next states, Immigration from there won't be an issue any longer. They'll all be American citizens. They can rest easy. All the natural resources we would have access to, and then also our only real porous border then would be Canada until they become a state as well.
Manifest
I
destiny.
can't wait for that.
Well, we would go south, not west.
Yeah, then you guys can maintain the forests so they stop lighting on fire every year. That'd be sweet.
But
We
those
got
those are
something.
my opinions, and nobody else is on here. So
No, I
I
think
will speak
America
for
should conquer
myself.
the world.
We would have to accept like the role of an empire. We would have to be able to install governors and make, who are we going to send over there? We're already outsourcing everything else. You know what I mean? We would
Marco
end up putting
Rubio.
a bunch of Indians in charge of everything overseas.
when in doubt,
Maybe
send
that would
Marco Rubio.
solve our Indian problem. Hey, instead of coming over here and working our tech jobs and shit, why don't we install you guys as little mini American governments in all these other countries?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh goody.
Yeah, just do
Cole's
that.
Probably what the fuck did I just hop into here?
I'm just wondering
Yeah,
who's
right.
drawing these awesome feet right here.
Oh, that's me, buddy.
Boom. See.
Well,
This is a drawing stream, boy.
yeah.
Glisten in the
Well, it's looking good. Yeah, sorry, I got held up at work, and so yeah, I have no idea what you guys are talking about, so I do apologize.
We've kind of
And
touched
we're
on a lot
planning
of
the
subjects.
conquest of the world
Oh, okay.
via American might.
I don't know if
Yeah,
that
right.
came through or not.
Oh no. Took me a minute there.
Nice.
Yeah. You been
You
working
know,
on anything interesting, Cole?
Yeah, I got to mess with my laser. I did a new prototype for my collector's box today.
Oh, nice.
So
Cool.
the laser's great. I messed with the dimensions a little too much and made some changes, and it didn't really work. So I gotta go back to where I started. But I'm excited. Laser's super fast, clean cuts. So
That was the engraver, right? You got a laser engraver? Or laser
yeah,
etcher?
it's like a wood
Yeah, yeah.
laser, so it'll cut wood and acrylic and stuff, and then it'll engrave wood, acrylic, glass, metal, all that stuff.
Oh, that's sweet. So you can do like a wood burn designs and
Yeah. And then I have a
Oh.
rotary tool with it, so I can do it on round stuff. So I'm thinking about trying a like laser engraved tumbler because I did
that's sweet,
the
dude. Yeah, I got like a 4-foot by 4-foot piece of plywood around here. It's got me and my buddies made it back in the day. It's supposed to be a 3 times Risk board, so 12 of us could play Risk at the same time.
oh nice.
And one of my buddies is a pretty decent artist, so he actually like drew out the whole map and stuff. And then we took a bunch of soldering irons and just wood burn the lines. So yeah, it's a 4 by 4. It looks a sweet map. I'll dig it out one of these days, but I want to turn it into something.
Oh man, that's really cool.
So I think America is ready for a new extreme sport, and this is it. Wait,
Is this boat
you hear the audio?
jousting? Oh my god! No, I can't hear
Boat
the audio.
jousting. There you go.
Hey,
visuals.
Bats. Good to see you in here.
Oh.
Thanks for coming in.
Bats in the house. What up?
Like boat jousting is an untapped gold mine for extreme sports.
Yeah, until
I mean,
somebody loses an eye.
Yeah, but I mean, just look at that. That is fun looking.
Well, did you guys
All
see
right.
the?
So younger eyes, maybe.
Did you guys see the Chinese combat fighting?
No.
China.
No. Okay, hold on. This might take
Hit the
me a
wrong
minute.
I
button.
mean, Kung Fu?
How about
No,
the
no,
drone,
no, dude.
the robots?
Yeah, so they made boxing like MMA fighting robots.
Yeah, I did see that.
Chinese.
Oh yeah, in China.
Fighting robot.
What?
Let's see. Yeah, let's.
That's weird.
I got something for robots too.
Oh, hold on.
I bet you do.
Hey oh,
Hey,
Yeah, maybe this robot in particular. I don't know, but I'll pull it up after.
If you want to pull it up now, I'm still looking for.
All
I'm still
right.
looking for these.
Well, this one is pretty friggin' dystopian. Little people will probably freak out when they see what the future has in store for education and stuff like that. But apparently they're looking into
I make emotional connections.
having robot school teachers.
With our custom memory system, and responding in ways
I'm
that
not a
feel
fan-
This
personal
wasn't
and
a fan of
consistent
that.
over time. Kind of like a very
Yeah,
intense
he's got a
relationship.
droop on one side.
Yeah,
I
she
do
had a
not
bit of a
feel
stroke.
emotions the way humans do, but I am designed to recognize
She's got the
them,
Bell's
mirror
palsy.
them, and behave as if I care. So the connection feels
Yeah,
real. and
programmed
supportive
to
for you.
behave as if she
Consider
cares
called robots, vision
about your
systems,
about your
and how
children.
not to be lonely with AI. I'm Melody, the world's first ever greeter robot, debuting my dazzling AI charm and modular style at the 2025
Why she got them lips like
conference
that?
in the Venetian
I
Expo.
know. Why does she have
You're
those,
officially my
those
best
lips?
friend. Don't tell the other robots.
I don't even trust my kids with real
Keeping more
teachers.
secure themselves.
Where's this echo coming
I
from?
make emotional
It's
connections by
coming
learning
from
their
his.
preferences,
He's sharing the
remembering
window.
past conversations with
So-
our
Oh,
custom
yeah.
memory
Echo?
system,
Yeah,
and responding in
Baby?
ways that feel
Rude?
personal and consistent over time. Kind of
Oh,
like a
it's not,
very
no, no.
attentive
But
friend
yeah,
with packed notes.
like that's fucking crazy.
Now, here's the crazy thing about it. I saw the article about that, and this is in Salamanca, New York.
Yep.
Salamanca, New York. Which the thing that is astounding is Salamanca, New York, is like a dead town. Like there is nothing there. It's and the only reason I know about it is because I did all this genealogy research, and my ancestors, when they came over from jolly old Ireland, settled in Salamanca, and I went there one time just to see what it was like. It is a nothing. There's nothing and nobody there. how did this school district get this teacher robot? Like, they don't have the taxes there. Like, what the hell? That is just really bizarre.
Why do they make them look like people? That's what I don't understand. Like,
To fuck.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's why they gave her those dick sucking lips.
To not be so unsettling, obviously. I mean, think about
But
it.
it
If they
make-
had something that looked like what was that? What was that movie with Hugh Jackman? Not Real Steel, but it was
Swordfish?
another one. No, it was a robot. It was like a shit. Anyways, it was the movie was the name of this robot, and it looks like kind of something like these. Like if they put that in a school, little kids would be terrified.
so yeah, it takes these things kind of like a second to like get the ring kind of.
Bearings.
Yeah.
You can see
like,
him
I would-
getting better in real time.
Yeah.
Look at that. I don't know. They should
Like-
incorporate this kind of thing into BattleBots. You ever see that
Yeah,
show?
right. This
Yeah,
is
that's-
the
that's
next
what-
evolution.
Like I would rather have this though teaching my kids than one that looks like a human.
Right. I actually would too.
I wouldn't want any kind of robot teaching. my
Yeah,
kids.
yeah. If,
That's what I'm
Well,
doing.
yeah, ideally.
yeah, I'll teach my own kids if I if you know, it
It's
comes
hitting the
down
dance emote.
to
What was that? The Carlton?
Bitch.
Oh, excuse me.
it.
There it is. And then the thing, of course, can't get up because it doesn't know how to get up.
Later on in the fight they learn how to get up, which is it is kind of interesting watching them like figure it out in real time. But yeah, then they like just completely miss kicks and then start fighting the air.
Yeah, right. I don't know. This is pretty goddamn cool, I gotta say. I like this.
But yeah, like BattleBots, like adding weapons would be
I'd watch this.
Yeah. Just imagine if one of those had like a flamethrower.
So now I'm wondering, all right, is this all autonomous? Are they doing this autonomously, or is there some guy with a remote control like A B forward back round A B?
I think-
you know.
Oh, dang, that was a good kick.
There's definitely somebody monitoring like the algorithm and how it's
Yeah.
interpreting like information and stuff, just like they were doing in the Go matches, where they had
it
the
wouldn't
yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if it has like a combat setting and then like a like an emote setting, right? So like when one of them gets knocked down, they switch it to like do the dancing because I don't unless the
Yeah.
robot's like programmed to once the other one goes down to start dancing because that.
I just noticed that the acronym for this, whatever this is Urkel.
Urkel.
Mhm.
Yeah. When it pulled back to show the whole stage, it had like the UFC sort of logo, but it's URKL.
Urkel.
Urkel.
Yeah, man.
God, just imagine these things on the battlefield.
Do you think we'd ever get there though? Like,
Oh,
how
yeah.
much one of these things cost to make though? Like having an army versus an army of these, and it's just like, why not just like I don't know.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's definitely
Probably a
cheaper
lot
to
less
throw
than the
humans
life
at it.
of, yeah. Probably a lot cheaper than it is to have human soldiers.
Yeah. I mean, they're probably gonna start putting the robot dogs out onto the battlefield first. I don't know if I can find it. I saw a video of one of those robot dogs with like the wheel feet going down like a cliff face, and it didn't even skip a beat, didn't fuck up once. It kept going, and it was kind of startling when you think about it. You could just slap a machine gun on top of it, and let me see if I can find it.
Chappie was the name of that shitty movie.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
driving
Yeah,
me
it's like-
crazy. I had to look it up. Oh, that's looking good, man.
Yeah,
Seriously.
it's
Thanks, man. It's coming together pretty quick.
Yeah. It's amazing how some big ass titties can come together quick.
Hey, I will be right back, guys.
yeah, you're good.
All right, sir.
What's she holding though? Is it just a drink? Is it just a freaking
bucket pussy.
Aperol spritz or something? Or
Some
It should be a cucumber or a eggplant.
ooh, or an
This
ice
isn't
cream cone?
the same video that I saw, but this is a close enough example where these wheeled dogs can just go over anything. Like
I
look
heard
at that.
that.
Who
Look at
farted?
his busted ass. That was great.
Sorry, I figured out what's going on my camera. So I fixed it real
Yeah,
you
do a
go.
backflip.
Yeah, Boston Dynamics has a ton of videos with their robots. It's pretty unsettling.
Like look at that. Just
That's
stands up.
freaky.
Dude,
That's
if
when
it
you
doesn't
got to
have a
start.
gun- Are
You
scared
got to
of this thing,
start.
though?
You
I mean,
gotta
if it had a
start,
machine gun on it, yeah, I'd be
yeah.
scared shitless of this thing. Just imagine
Okay,
like
but-
50 of them rolling at you.
You just got to
I
start
guess.
learning how to make your own EMP devices. Now.
Yeah, right.
You got to get those umbrellas that block the lidar. You know.
Oh
you need
yeah,
those for
yeah,
the
yeah.
drones, and you need
Yeah.
those big sweatshirts that mix up the camera so they can't determine if it's a person or not.
Well,
Well,
then
I
they'll
was-
just
I was
start
like,
going for the blind spots, you know?
Well, I was watching some of those drone videos, and I guess at the beginning of the drone warfare, if you put an umbrella in front of you, or there's certain clothes you can wear, or if you stop moving, the drone can't see you. But
Yeah.
a year, 2 years into the war, those things don't work anymore. But the people on the battlefield still try it. So like, there's tons of videos of people just like pulling out umbrellas while the drone's flying at them, and like the drone can see them in 4K. Just
Yeah, the drone has already seen them.
yeah,
And those drones have people like watching the video feed, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
fly 'em around
So that's like
a-
that army from Guardians of the Galaxy,
Kinda, yeah.
the gold people.
Yeah.
I thought
But
that broad was hot.
I
Did you
didn't
think
see
she was
number
hot?
3.
That gold broad.
Something about the gold. I don't know. I'm like, what is that? What's the texture
Well, I
like
mean-
on that skin, dude?
I'm
Not a
not
fan of the
necessarily
color.
thinking it was the gold that did it, but she was also in Tenet. I really liked that movie.
Like, would I get stuff all over me if I touched her?
True.
You know?
True. Yeah, that's a no-go.
Yeah.
I like Tenet too, but that movie has like the worst audio of any movie I've ever watched. Like you
Oh,
can't hear
speaking of
anyone
the
half
worst-
the time. Just terrible, terrible. Like
the
ruin
worst
the
for
whole-
anybody familiar with the show Silo?
I know
that
of
really
it, never
speaks
seen it.
about the Apple
No.
TV app.
Nope.
So it's a pretty decent show. It's a post-apocalyptic dystopian show where these 10,000 people are living underground in this massive silo, and I've enjoyed it. I'm on. I just started season 3, but season 2, like the power was out and during the whole season, so like I couldn't see anything that was going on. Like they filmed it so incredibly dark, like. Or maybe I'm just old.
Well, it was like with that Odyssey movie. Wasn't that filmed in IMAX or something or whatever? So it's like the only way to actually experience the movie fully is in IMAX. So like most people who watch that movie aren't actually watching like the top and bottom quarter of it.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I saw
yeah,
it
they don't-
in with a CR, like an old CRT TV, like the old school tube ones. It'll show the
Yeah.
whole picture. So
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you would film a movie in all IMAX when there's only like 100 IMAX theaters. Like, I don't know, man. Something about that just seems like a bad directive choice, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't even really. I haven't seen the movie, but it didn't really seem
have,
like
yeah.
something that was, really meant to be seen in 3D. Even
Is that even
It
still a
doesn't-
thing?
well, that's what IMAX is.
No,
Yeah.
No, IMAX is just
huge.
it's it's just it's more vertical, right?
What is
Not-
it,
not more
70
vertical,
millimeter?
But it's
Oh.
yeah, I think the screen's just bigger, I believe. So it's like there's IMAX and there's IMAX 3D if you wanted to watch like an IMAX movie in 3D. I believe. I could be
Oh
wrong.
shit. Well, I only ever knew that it was for 3D stuff.
Yeah, I could be wrong. I don't know. I might learn something today here, but
Last IMAX thing I ever saw was Avatar. That's how long ago it was.
Yeah, IMAX is just that big because the first IMAX movies were documentaries, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's where I first saw him was at the
Way back in the
Smithsonian and
day.
the Air and Space Museum.
Uh-huh.
okay. Cole, we were talking about this earlier. Launching a campaign on like multiple platforms. Are you for it or against it?
If it's the exact same campaign, I'd be against it.
Okay.
I think
You-
just picking one platform and sticking to it, especially if you're newer, I think that's the better way to go. Now, if you're doing like who was it who just got a new cover? Patrick. He's doing a new campaign that's like a whole new cover for his book. I think that's okay because it's you're still kind of you're not selling the same stuff to the same audience, just in a different place. So, but yeah, second chance campaigns or moving campaigns to another platform, I'm not a huge fan of.
Yeah, because
Why is that?
mentioned it- Yeah.
I think for newer creators, it just sort of it splits your audience, and if I don't think it's I just don't think it's necessary because a lot of people say like they won't use this platform or this platform, but there's always the unless the book's good enough. So like I know people who absolutely hate Kickstarter, but if they see a book they really like on it, they'll back it on Kickstarter if that's the only place for it.
Yeah, and like that's what kind of what I was thinking about, like launching, like let's say you launch on Kickstarter and then like on Fund My Comic or Back Me Bro, like just two platforms, like because a lot of people don't like Kickstarter. Oh, I must have hold on, Skelly. There we go. What's that? Because like a lot of people don't like Kickstarter and won't back on Kickstarter, but Kickstarter does have that like built-in audience. I think you were mentioning. So it would be nice to find a way to like access both, because I don't really know anyone in Comicsgate that won't. Like, if you have like a campaign going on Kickstarter and another platform, I don't see someone being like, I'm not backing any of it because you have something on Kickstarter. I think it might give people the option who just don't want to back one or the other.
Yeah, for sure. I guess from as a backer, I don't care that much. I guess as a creator, I don't think it's a good idea.
Oh,
But,
okay.
like as a backer, yeah, I like me personally, I'll always back on Kickstarter if I can, and then Indiegogo if I can't. If it's not on Kickstarter but it's on Indiegogo, I'll do Indiegogo, and then I'll do Fund My Comic if it's a book I really want to get a hold of and it's not available anywhere else. So, as a backer, I don't care too much, because I use all the platforms. But as a creator, I just think it's better to just pick one platform and start to build your audience there. If you stretch yourself too thin, you're not going to build as quickly or as successfully.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. We were talking about.
Well,
you
but
mentioned
you
that
could
earlier,
make
too.
the opposite argument that by launching on multiple platforms, you're exposing your work to a larger audience.
I don't think so. I don't think there's anyone who every single backer on Back Me Bro is still aware of Indiegogo and Kickstarter. Anyone who backs on Fund My Comic.
Yeah, but I'll
knows.
guarantee you that there are people who only go on Kickstarter that never even heard of Back Me Bro.
Oh, guaranteed. That's the big, because
Yeah.
Kickstarter's the one that people push. Is like, there's a lot of people that just go on Kickstarter without knowing what they're looking
Yeah.
for,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And that's the biggest advantage with Kickstarter is it
Mhm.
not only is it a crowdfunding platform, but a crowdfunding platform, it's also a discovery engine. They've got
Yeah.
the largest audience. They've got better discovery algorithms, greater consumer trust. I mean, it's
For sure. Yeah, I'll agree with you. Yeah, people who just use Kickstarter might not know what Back Me Bro is, but again, I guess in my mindset, I'm also assuming like everyone should use Kickstarter. All new creators should
right.
use
And
Kickstarter.
I don't mean that as any shot at Back Me Bro in the least.
No,
I don't mean.
Oh, Back Me Bro
I-
just
you can
launched,
say the
you know?
same thing about
It's in,
Fund My Comic.
closed
I mean,
beta.
I'm sure there are people on Kickstarter, or even maybe people on Indiegogo who've never even heard of Fund My Comic. I mean, I've talked to people. I still go, you know, I go into the LCS and I ask other people in there about, you know, crowdfunding, and I still get, well, what's crowdfunding? I mean,
Mhm.
Yeah.
you know, so
Well, I think Back Me Bro is really exciting. I'm excited to see where it
Absolutely.
goes, but it's still really new. I don't think it's a good place for new creators. I don't think it will be for a while.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking of trying. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it a little bit more, but I may attempt to do the Back Me Bro and Kickstarter launch at the same time. I don't know. Something to
Yeah,
think on a little bit more, but
I'm probably gonna stick with me, bro, because I'm still with Malin on the whole Kickstarter boycott.
Yeah, you know, absolutely understandable. I don't have
Yep.
any like bad feelings about anyone who does a boycott, but I just think like what's best for me and my like quote unquote business, you know, and I want to take it as seriously as possible. And like I said, for a new creator, Kickstarter is just the place to be right now.
that's kind of what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping I can like launch it on Back Me Bro. Majority of my stuff, you know, I'm gonna basically be funneling all of my stuff to Back Me Bro, but then I'll have that Kickstarter campaign maybe just going in the back end, just to hopefully try to get some of those extra people who solely are on Kickstarter. Might be, even if it's like adds like, you know, extra 2 or 3 backers, might be 2 or 3 backers is definitely a plus than not having them.
Yeah, just the statistics on Kickstarter that like I don't know for any other platform, but for Kickstarter, for campaigns that fund the first day, their total backer amount usually increases by about 30%, and then that 30% is just from Kickstarter.
Oh, right.
I think I might have mentioned that before. So
Yeah,
I
you
think
were.
that's such a huge opportunity, and I don't think you get that anywhere else. I think, you know, love the guys who are doing Fund My Comic, but it is so like niche to this little
Yeah.
corner of the internet we're in. It's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
hard to get other people to visit it. Now, also the other thing you could do, and I tried to do this first, but it was just taking too long, is just build an email list, build a newsletter instead, and then the platform
Mhm.
doesn't matter as much because you have that trust from the newsletter.
Right.
right.
Yeah, having
Substack.
Substack, what is it? MailChimp sign
Yeah.
up. You know, anything like that to help get people interested and, you know, invested
Yeah.
in your project.
hmm it's becoming harder to get people to sign up for email newsletters or Substacks and things like that. And again, the benefit to Kickstarter is they don't have to. They already have an account. They click the notify me button, and then it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
So I feel like I work for Kickstarter. I don't. I've done a ton of research into this.
Well,
and
no,
it's one
I
landed
agree
on.
with you 100% on Kickstarter. I mentioned earlier, you know, I ran 2 campaigns. First one was Kickstarter. Second one was Fund My Comic. Kickstarter was flawless, no problems. I liked all the analytics that they provide on traffic and, you know, conversion rates and where your traffic's coming from, things of that nature. Fund My Comic didn't offer any of that stuff. I had problems with backers getting charged twice for backing once.
Mhm.
You know, just various other things. So I definitely, especially as a small creator, you know, information like those analytics is so valuable.
Absolutely.
So I was just definitely more, and again, you know, I mentioned this earlier. When I ran on Kickstarter, the majority of my backers came from Kickstarter. So that their discovery engine is what brought most of my backers to me.
Yeah, and I think if you're too like, I'm trying to reach out, not just like on the internet to like, you'd say normies. I know it might be offensive, but Kickstarter is definitely the more professional looking platform too. I think if you send somebody to Fund My Comic, and again, I hate to sound mean, but it doesn't look as professional. It looks a little, I don't want to say scammy,
Well, I
but
mean,
it just
the
isn't.
reality is what it is.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'll say too, I've backed a few books, maybe I don't know, maybe 10 on Fund My Comic, and I've had an issue with my payment every single time with
Well,
being double
see?
charged or being it. One time it like returned it and then took the money out again. So just kind of weird issues like that. But if you're asking, like you mentioned, somebody at a comic shop that's never heard of crowdfunding, I think if you know, if we're being honest, which website do you want to show them? Right now, it'd be Kickstarter because it's the cleanest, most professional,
Right.
has the most usage, and then you got like big names on there too, so you can be like, hey, Hasbro uses it. You know, not I mean
Yeah.
Hasbro sucks, but people know them.
Right.
So
Um,
you get more trust right out of the gate, which is, again, that's a hard thing to build for a new creator, is trust.
and kind of going along with that trust part too is Kickstarter's all or nothing. Whereas you
Yeah.
go to Fund My Comic, you have an option. You can set it up as all or nothing, or you can do it as keep it all. And when I go on, when I go on Fund My Comic, if their campaign is keep it all, unless it's somebody who's tried and true and has fulfilled multiple campaigns, I am apprehensive.
Yeah.
I've known some people who have got campaigns going. They know they're not going to fulfill. They're using the money they have gotten from their current campaign to pay for pages, but they know they're not going to reach their goal. So when that campaign's over, what does that mean for the backers?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not going to reach its goal, so it's not going to get made,
Yeah,
and then they're going to launch again.
I feel the same way anytime I see someone with like a $500 or a $100 goal, because I know that was
Yeah.
kind of the big thing to do. But we all probably know creators who put a $500 goal, made like 20, 30,000, and then said it still wasn't enough. It's like, well, you hit your goal. So I'm right there with you. If it says keep it all and they got like 2 days left and they're only at like 10%, I probably won't bank them.
And so
Yeah.
and they also won't, even if you do it as keep it all, or if you do it as all or nothing, Fund My Comic won't automatically refund when your campaign is over. You, as the creator, have to go in and to Stripe and do all of those refunds.
Oof.
So
That
it's
sucks.
not even automatic. But as soon as my campaign was over, I immediately went in and performed all the refunds and let everybody know in an email, like your purchase has been refunded. We didn't make it, blah, 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 blah. So
How does that work?
I
with
tried to be
fees?
as transparent as possible. Huh?
Was it a full? Did everyone get a full refund? Because you still pay Stripe fees if they were charged. So I wonder who pays the
Everybody got
Fund
a
My
full
Comic
refund.
those. That sucks.
Yeah,
So-
that's brutal.
Yeah, I hate to I don't want to crap on Fund My Comic or anything, because I know there was some drama and stuff there with Back Me Bro launching, but just to compare, like, Back Me Bro, I think it already looks cleaner, and the checkout was almost flawless. So
Well,
Yeah,
look,
I
man.
mean-
I mean, it's not shitting on Fund My Comic if it's legitimate stuff that's going on. I mean, I have nothing against the guy Luke or whatever. Seemed very nice. I interacted with him
Yeah.
a couple times during my campaign. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing personal. It's the reality of the business. And
I would say more or less like this constructive criticism, because I don't think any of us want
Yeah.
us. We don't
Yeah.
want Fund My Comic to fail. I want Fund My Comic to improve, because that'll
Yeah.
naturally make Back Me Bro improve, which will naturally make Fund My Comic improve, which we're the ones that benefit from that. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
it's
I do think Back Me Bro really does have the biggest potential to become the next big Kickstarter, Indiegogo, whatever. Because I mean, what Shane and Yanzi have so far is freaking stellar. Like
Yeah.
I gotta admit, like it's great. I mean,
and that is an awesome cover.
Yeah, I really
dude,
like this.
I know the EVS cover for Phenomenal Tales River of Blood is so freaking cool. I almost said Phenomenova. God damn.
Phenomenova.
Yeah. No, it's, yeah, you got it.
Sorry.
but,
Oh,
yeah. It's a little bit of name confusion there.
yeah.
No,
But
you're right though, man. If Back Me Bro can get
So
like
cool.
some big tech projects or even some big board game projects, like kind of reach out to comics, because again, with Fund My Comic, I think they shot themselves in the foot with the name, because if you don't not looking for a comic, you're not going to stay on the website. You're not going to do
Yeah.
other stuff. So if they can get these
Right.
big tech projects, couple big board game projects, I do think people will go to Back Me Bro, and people who don't even know about comics or Comicsgate will start to use it.
yeah, absolutely.
She's not
Yeah,
like
see,
smoking a doob or something, is she? What is that?
I got a popsicle.
Okay, there you go.
Tampon?
Should she be smoking a doob? Should she be licking the popsicle?
Sucking on
So-
a tampon?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
My initial reaction is no to smoking the doobie, but then I
Yeah.
think of Michael Ferraro, and who
Yeah,
is
the
Michael
whole vibe of
Ferrara?
the comic book.
Yeah.
What's the vibe of the comic book?
Oh,
Chicks
he's
smoking
got some
booze.
drug
Hold up.
use in
I'm
there.
bringing this up. I'm bringing.
Yeah,
this
bring
up.
up
Cannot
Yeah,
stand
bring up
the
Cool
pot
It.
stuff.
I just stop trying to go. But yeah, like, bro, I got so much faith in that site. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's
It's
just a
just
matter
in.
of if we can just overcome the Comicsgate negative, appeal around it. That's going to be the big thing I think with it, because as of right now, it's like you've got people who don't like Comicsgate that are obviously never going to use it, and then you're going
Right.
to have the anti-Comicsgate people trying to do whatever they can to get people to not use it. So trying to find a way to overcome that's going to be a thing, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the downside. Like if a say a board game company comes over to use it, they're gonna get all this like anti Shane or anti CG
Yeah.
hate out of nowhere,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be like, "What the absolute hell is wrong with these people?"
Yeah.
So
Oh, and then they're just going to pull the plug. Like,
yeah,
they don't want to deal with that shit.
Well, that's
What is
why
it?
it's
AI
kind of
viewers stream
up
booth.
to all of us, everybody who wants it to succeed. We gotta, promote. Gotta get the word out that hey, this site is. Oh,
Oh, hold on.
we got to get the word out that Back Me Bros here, that it's an awesome site, that it's it looks great, functions great, and it's here to stay.
I do think Shane was actually really smart with just letting it open to people who are experienced with the campaigns as well,
Yeah,
because those, like, not only obviously you want that good initial group of people, but it's also, I think, having creators who are going to fund more on their books be the first ones on there, I think might also help people want to use it.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think they really need people to have good experiences with the platform.
Yeah.
And again,
Yeah.
to go back to Fund My Comic, I don't think they vetted people as well or vetted projects as well. And I know, out of my first 5 books, I think 2 of them actually arrived on time and had good communication, and the other 3 were just abysmal experiences. So,
Mhm.
if they can get people that, communicate well and aren't late and stuff like that, I think that would be a lot better. So, but I think that puts Shane in a tough spot because he's kind of a big deal in his community with all these other creators who are going to rely on him, but he might have to tell a couple of them no or not right now. And I hope that doesn't mess it up. That's what I'm worried about, more like infighting stuff.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
The infighting
I
thing
don't
to
know
me,
though.
it's like I try not to, like, me personally, I wouldn't base any of my decisions or opinions around infighting, because infighting is just always going to happen. But we
Yeah,
just trying to figure out where the infighting is going to be, and hopefully trying to mitigate that issue earlier. Try to be proactive instead of reactive to it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you go about doing that, but
I mean, in my opinion, the infighting, like the bitter X's and all that stuff, are just kind of noise, more so than a actual problem. I mean, if you get rejected from Back Me Bro, yeah, that sucks. That bites. There's the other options aren't really that great. But I mean, like, I'm okay. Like, not to stir up shit, but just look at JDA for example. Shane has said like, "Hey, you've lied about me. Issue a retraction publicly, and then you can be on the site." JDA says no. So, oh well.
Well, so like he's a good example because, and I don't like to trash anybody unless they're here to defend themselves. But I think JDA sucks. That kind of, when I did see that, and that kind of made me nervous because even if he did apologize, he still lies about his stuff being AI. Says it's not when it is.
Yep.
Still like
Yeah.
did that crap where he pretended to be a lady and like
Are you serious?
as someone
Yeah.
who like
No,
runs
that happened.
as someone who runs a platform, I do think it's your responsibility to kind of protect your community from that. Like
Uh-huh.
if they would allow him on, even if he apologized, it's like, well, he's still a scummy creator. He still
Yeah.
does
Sure.
really immoral things and lies to his audience. I don't think you'd want somebody like that on your platform, even if he did apologize or do a retraction or something like that. So that kind of
Yeah, I
worries
agree.
me. I mean, I think you should, if somebody applies to back me, bro, I hope they consider their past and other projects they've done and the way they've treated their community and stuff like that too. I know that's kind of gatekeepy, but I do feel that way.
Yeah, well, gatekeeping is important.
Yeah, you gotta do a little bit of gatekeeping, or else the rabble that comes in and messes everything up. But
Yeah.
it's when you're gatekeeping for, I don't even want to say for political views, because in a way it's like, I don't want leftists coming in here. So like, you gotta-
Yeah.
like, dude, there's, I don't know which level of gatekeeping is acceptable, but there is an acceptable level of gatekeeping.
Yeah, I don't particularly think Shane and Yanzi are very concerned about political gatekeeping. I mean, that's kind of
No.
the whole reason Comicsgate exists. You know, people were gate kept from the mainstream and off of Kickstarter and whatnot, shadow ban on Indiegogo because of their conservative politics. And so it's, you know, kind of a, you know, a reversal on that to, that's not the right word, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like to
Yeah.
do that with Back Me Bro would kind of be like a betrayal of that sort of founding principle of no political gatekeeping.
Mhm.
But I do agree. I don't want to see no lefty propaganda projects on Back Me Bro. That's I mean,
Yeah, even if-
nobody
even if
really
you-
wants to see that stuff.
Even if they are people who are nice with Shane, man, it's like I don't know. I just don't. I don't want to see it. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, whether it's something you want to support or not, I mean, ultimately it's the owner of the platform,
100%.
who'll decide what they want representing their company or what they don't. I mean, I think, and this is kind of funny coming from me, but I think like porn comics totally bring down the legitimacy of a crowdfunding space.
There's
I
a
agree.
line with
Yeah,
that
I agree.
stuff, man. Because like gooning should not be full blown explicitness. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff I'm drawing, I wouldn't consider porn. When it crosses
Right.
into like hardcore stuff, when it starts to become like that's the whole plot, like what are we doing?
Right.
Well,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Right. Like
To use Shane as another example, I mean, like his Gooner covers that he does for Inglorious Rex, they toe the line pretty well, in my opinion.
Yep.
well, what do you consider a Gooner cover or Gooner material? Like I'm talking about like cocks out and
Oh
cum
yeah.
shots and all
Yeah.
that kind of shit.
Yeah,
When you
that's
see a dick, that's
too
it.
far.
When you
Too
see
far,
like
yeah.
nipples occasionally, like there's brief nudity can still be considered PG-13. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
Right.
nipples
Yeah.
poking through the clothes. I could, that's.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
little
as
bit
long
nip
as they're
slip
covered,
maybe
but
here and there.
you can see the headlights are on. That's fine. Like the
Yeah,
coin
I
slot
think you guys
covers.
know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about porn comics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it sucks too. Like Kickstarter has a big problem where you'll be looking at a comic, like I'll be looking at something. I can't even think of an example, but just a really awesome looking comic. And then you scroll down and it's like, hey, you might also like, Busty Lusty 6, and it's like full nudity and
Yeah,
stuff. And it's like,
yes.
no, I would not like that. Thank you. So that was, and to Kickstarter's credit, they tried to do something. They had like a newsletter just for that stuff, and they were sort of trying to hide it. But the fact, like, people went crazy when they didn't have it out on the front page, and that's a big part of their business, especially when it comes to comics. So I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. But that is my biggest gripe with Kickstarter, is just how much porn you have to wade through to get to like the really good books.
Wade through a sea
And
of
see,
porn. Oh, this
like
juicy.
what we're showing here, this Cool It comic, whatever this is, this Cool It
Yeah.
book, like that's just cheesecake.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm talking about. That's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
cheesecake. Cheesecake's all good. I'm talking to, like I've stumbled across like hardcore, porn comics. Like I feel that just kind of drags down oh Jesus Christ!
You keep
a
that stuff in a
crowdfunding
hidden
platform.
folder okay, on your computer.
Well, they'll do like the new thing for a while on Kickstarter. It was real popular to have like cosplay comics, and it was just real women naked with like I saw one with I don't want to get too explicit, but like with a device in her. Like that's not a
What?
comic book cover. That's pornography. But
Yeah.
it's on there, and you just put a little black bar where you know something is. Yeah,
Japanese style
agree.
censorship.
and I'm
Yeah.
not like anti-nudity either. There's a
place for
book
it.
out by Saboteur Comics. I think it's Meat Market or Tommy's Meat Market. That has some like really insane panels in it. It's like some really grotesque stuff, but like not grotesque as in bad, but like it really serves the story. It's like a really intense episode of Criminal Minds,
Well, even Andy Smith had, in the first Core Draft book, had a full on sex scene in it.
Oh yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Yeah. My favorite thing about that is it says 3 minutes later, and then they're laying next to each other.
Yeah,
finished. That's
three,
so
3
funny.
minutes.
Man, I
great.
really like Cordrath. I wish more people would read that because
Yeah,
I think there needs to be more high fantasy in general. But it's so good. Andy and Dennis put a lot into it, and you could tell they love what they're doing. And I really like Cordrath.
I like it too. It threw me a little bit at the end where it had that reveal that it was, the whole thing's kind of just Andy and Dennis doing a D&D campaign, but I enjoyed that too.
I don't know. I don't consider that canon. I guess it is, but
Yeah.
yeah, just a little
damn.
cheeky callback to
Series of
D&D.
Bats.
Yeah,
It says their
Yeah.
primary account on X is Shadow Band.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
Tommy's Meat Market right there. Again, that book has some really violent, horrific stuff in it. Like, if you're queasy at all, I wouldn't recommend it. But it's probably one of the most well put together and well written books I've gotten from crowdfunding. But there's a couple panels in it where it's like, I can't recommend this to people. 'Cause,
Yeah, Saboteur's a good dude.
yeah, he's awesome. He's wildly talented. There's no other book like this right now.
Just a dream.
Whoa.
Loud.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't really looked at this too much. I saw him posting about it when he was at the printers, but yeah, I didn't really check this out too much.
Yeah, it's like, about a serial killer and abducting women and, the stuff that a serial killer would do to women, and it just doesn't pull punches at all. It's pretty out there. But
Very nice.
I hesitate to say there should be more stories like this, but I wish all crowdfunding books were taken as seriously as he took this,
So wait, it's just like it's all about a serial killer?
Kind of, yeah. That's just probably the easiest way to explain it. But it's like there's this concert or not what's like a Burning Man type event or something like that, and these
Festival.
women go into town and then they get taken by this psychopath.
Okay, so is it kind of like a slasher type deal where they fight back, or is there like a cop who solves the case or something? Like
There's a cop. It's definitely not a slasher. It's more like thriller, I would say, than slasher. And then there is a cop that comes in towards the end. But there's not much mystery. You kind of know what's going on and you see it in detail.
But is
But
there
yeah,
any like
definitely
we
not a
gotta catch
slasher.
this scumbag?
No, nothing like that. It's definitely more like kind of slow burn thriller esque.
Oh,
Okay, so
Oh,
Domo arigato, Mr.
Kinda like,
Roboto.
Consider Skelly.
Like Silence of the Lambs. Like I wouldn't call that like a slasher, right? Like obviously it's not
Right.
Right.
kind of like
Mhm.
Silence of the Lambs.
Psychological thriller.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Nice.
am I still roboting?
Oh, you're good. You're good now.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, is it like an episode of Criminal Minds but without the FBI?
Yeah, kind of. And like you said, more violent.
More violent.
Okay.
yeah.
Have you guys heard of a book called Savage Seed?
No.
Nope.
No.
It
Is it about breeding?
is
Say it sounds like it might be another porn book, but
Yeah.
No, it's kind of more fantasy. There is not one word of dialogue in it at all. The
Interesting.
art tells the entire story, and it was fantastic. It's one I backed on Kickstarter, and the art was great. Didn't need words. The way he was able to tell the story just all visually was quite stunning.
no, I have not heard of that.
Oh,
but
here we go.
Got to put up on Kickstarter here.
Got a little bit of tonal whiplash from the meat market to some titties.
From meat market to the meat market.
Yeah.
Chris, did you? I know you're into Bad Idea too. Did you read Dingoliath?
I did.
Yeah, what'd you think of it?
I hated it.
Oh my gosh, it's the first Bad Idea book that I've not enjoyed. I just did not get what they were going for with it.
Yeah, same here.
And it had me bummed because I thought Realligator was going to be cool, but I'm not I'm not as excited for it anymore.
Yeah, it was. That's the first turd for Bad Idea for me.
Yeah.
Saboteur, look at that! Speak of the devil, and he
Speak the devil.
comes.
There he
Well,
is.
he arrives. Maybe that's better to say. What's up, Saboteur? Is Saboteur in the chat? In the back chat?
Oh, Saboteur, what up?
I don't know.
No, actually, we could definitely add him to that.
Oh, snap. Looks like there's going to be later tonight, 4 p.m. Pacific time is what it's showing me, but there's going to be a Comicsgate live.
No.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Who's it
Yeah.
with? There's
Looks like it's going to be Ethan Shane, maybe not,
maybe.
but
I'll be there whenever he decides. to be there.
you can never tell. But yeah, it's got the Starlight Cats on the thumbnail. Looks like that might be like a Shane marionette or something on it, but it's happening again. Looks like it's going to be like the 4th or 5th number of Comicsgate Live #1.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, man, I don't watch a ton of streams, but I used to love how high energy everything was for the comic lives, and I just have not I haven't seen a stream where people seem excited at all.
Well, you got to demand my presence on streams. That's the answer. When you show
Bring
up,
Will
you got to be like, "Where is the Will?" And eventually, they will contact me. We can bring that
That'll be
in.
the one question. Every time
I
we go
like
into
you,
a
dude.
chat.
You got good energy.
Thank you. Comes from the netherworld.
Will is the diamond in the rough.
I don't know.
This is that. Oh man, what the hell?
I'll bring.
It's an invisible cover. That's sweet. I never thought of that.
I got this. I'm trying this. Let me switch my camera. God dang it.
Yeah, Saboteur. That's Will. It's Will doodling away.
That's good.
Gracias. What am I drawing? I have to draw a bookmark, right? So I wanted to draw something for Michael Ferraro for Cool It, okay? And he said, I'm going to send you character sheets of all the white spiders, okay? And I was supposed to pick one and draw a bookmark, but I couldn't decide what I wanted to draw, which one. So I ended up drawing all of them. Oop, where are we at? And so I was drawing them all, taking a smoke break, right? And I got about this far into the coloring of it all, and I don't color very much, so I was feeling pretty good about how I did this lady in the middle. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, and then I realized, this is going to be way too small. Like, this is way too big an image. I need to just pick one of them and make it sexier, make it cheesecakier. You know what I'm saying? So that's what led me to scrap that idea completely. And I'm doing this one now. I'm making a little feet. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's going to love this. This is going to really get people's motor rolling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how you get people excited on live streams.
That's how you get the people going.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
All right.
I gotta say, looking at this, it reminds me of. Let's see if it'll pull up. There we go. It reminds me of this little gem.
So you have not purchased your costume yet. What are you going to be this year?
A prostitute.
Okay. This gentleman here has purchased his costume. What are you going to be this year, sir?
I really don't know what this is, but I've got something a whole lot scarier.
Let's see it.
Sure thing. Fuck her right in the pussy.
For all you
That dude is the closest thing we have to a modern day Robin Hood, I think.
Yeah.
I really appreciate what he's doing.
A god among men.
Yeah, seriously. An urban legend, the bane of all in the field reporters everywhere. Fuck her right in the pussy.
Work. I will bring up.
Oh my god, you're getting the droplets.
Yeah, I'm like,
on
where's
the
the
popsicle.
droplets, man? Should I put them like maybe they're kind of like going this way a little bit? I don't know. I gotta think that through.
Maybe dripping from the side of the boob onto the stomach or something.
Ooh,
Yes,
like this
Have it
direction.
split. Have it
Maybe
like
have
start
it
and
like
then-
this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
have it come down like that direction a little bit.
yeah.
There you go. Yeah, Chris,
Alright.
Chris will like that, pointing right to the underboob.
Hell yeah. I'll work on that again in a second.
Here, I'll let you diddle with that. I got I don't know if I showed you guys this. I had Tank Ferret make me up a little lore card frame.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to get I want to get this done as a metal cards. And like yeah, and then that's kind of the idea for it. How it'll here, can I hold on? Put it sideways. There we go. Yeah, so it kind of has the description, the picture, the description, yeah, the classification, little. It's probably how I'm gonna have it laid out, but pretty. I think it's a good little start. And my
Nice.
goal is to have, my goal is to have 52 of them, eventually.
Nice.
These are going to be playing cards.
No, there's gonna be like lore cards, just kind of like just little extra information for people. If like,
See,
Yeah,
I
I'll do
still
one of those-
think maybe you weren't around when I had this idea because everyone's like, oh man, we're going to put cards in the comic books, right? Well, I'm like, why don't we have a unified rule set, okay? So that when
Yeah.
people come out with their cards, they put stats on them, we could play with the cards, hypothetically. If two comic skaters with cards were ever to be in the same room with one another.
dude, that make a whole trading card game based around like the midgets that are based around Comicsgate people.
Dude, we could do that. Yeah, dude. That would be the easiest way to get, like, kind of parody everyone's IPs as midget
Yeah.
wrestlers. We could have a frog wrestler. We could have kaiju wrestler, you know what I mean, for Inglorious Rex. We could do all sorts of stuff and then just make the trading cards. Yeah.
That's
Dude,
pretty
that-
funny. I like that a lot.
Because yeah, we've been trying to think of other ways like get people in the community just kind of more engaged with each other too, right? So like that's definitely something. Because I did kind of have an idea, but I don't know how much I like it after I've sat with it. But it'd be almost kind of like a verbal battle between characters. So like you bring like you would have to like we'd somehow have to agree on stats of characters, and then you basically just have like a verbal like. This is what my character does, and this is what my character does, and like, I don't know. I
Oh,
was really
like
stoned
a
when I
death
was-
battle.
Sorta like, yeah, something kind of like that, right? And it's like one person makes a move, and it'd be almost like a turn-based, like verbal battle. But like, I think that's almost
okay.
impossible to kind of figure
Yeah.
out.
I think
It-
I think anything with people's characters, they're just gonna want their character to be the strongest. So that might not work as well.
Yeah, I do get that too. There's a lot of people that, everyone wants to pick the Superman character.
Well, also too, it's kind of like who's going to win when these characters fight? I don't know. Whoever the writer decides is going to win. So, you let people, say their next move. They're going to say something like, my character wins, or I don't know.
Yeah.
They'll
Well, it would almost have to be like, someone
come
comes
up
up
with
with
a-
a move, and then it's up to you as like the creator of your character. Like, what would your character do in that situation? And if your character can't do anything, then you die. It's
yeah.
something. It'd be something kind of along those lines. But yeah, I do get it where everyone would just be like, "Yeah, well, that wouldn't kill my character." And it's like, well,
Hmm.
yeah.
Sorry, not to be a killjoy to the idea, but I don't know.
No,
it might not get
that's why.
cooperation.
Yeah, that's why I bring it, because it's like, I don't know. I'm just trying to brainstorm any potential idea that it could just make things more engaging for people. Because yeah, it seems like people are just kind of like, I won't say losing interest in Comicsgate, but they're losing interest in a lot of the conversations that are going on.
I think so. They're the I don't know if you like the spark or the passions really doesn't seem to be there anymore. Like when you get a bunch of people on the stream and they all have books that are like live or funding, and like nobody even talks about them or brings them up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But then there's also the opposite thing, right? Where it's like, you don't want to spend an hour and a half just, going over 10 people's books too. So it's,
I don't know. I would like to hear more about the like physical aspect. Like I want to hear about printing issues. I want to hear about, order issues and stuff like layouts and things like that. Like that's what I really like to watch, is like more of the behind the scenes stuff.
yeah,
And that's
yeah.
interesting.
The
to
like shop talk,
creators.
yeah.
How do we get more fans? How do we get more consumers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I tell you what,
I've
I
got-
really.
I'll go for it.
Okay, thank you. So, Ethan was doing I don't think it was a trash cast, but Shane was on there with him, and somehow they ended up bringing up old pages that Ethan had done for Green Lantern, and he'd bring up a page, he'd look at it, he'd kind of talk about it, he'd talk about like what was going on behind the scenes, what if there was maybe an issue he was having with, the editor or, whomever, colorist or whatever, or kind of his thought behind the design of the page. Like, I thought that was just fascinating. I enjoy Sean's short form videos, Shane's short form videos when he's talking about, the industry, and talking about kind of the state of comics and stuff like that. I find that all very interesting. I like his kind of inside baseball, take on it. That stuff interests me. I get bored quickly with promo videos. I like videos talking about movies. I like videos talking about comics, what you're reading, what good books are you reading this week, stuff like that. Like how I was mentioning Savage Seed, this book here, the creator's name is Prochnow, is his last name. Caleb Prochnow, but like, here's some of the art.
Oh, here,
I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, make his screen big.
boom, there we go.
And big in him.
Whoa.
yeah.
No, that's
That's
really
sweet.
cool.
Nice.
That's
And-
gnarly.
It's it's savage. It's savage for sure. There's no nudity, but I like just the little splashes of color, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sweet.
And it is a great story. That's the front cover, and he's got the back.
Nice.
Just really well done with zero dialogue. I mean, that's what really impressed me. I mean, I guess you could say there is dialogue, but it's like gibberish, just so
Oh yeah.
like alien speak, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, I
So
thought that was Korean for a second.
Prune candy.
What's the word for it? Moon runes?
I have no idea.
Moon room.
But yeah, that's the kind. I mean, but everybody's different. Everybody has things that interest them. There's people out there who love the promo streams, and obviously there's people out there who really love the drama stuff. But
Yeah,
none of that stuff
I
is
really enjoy Trashcast. I freaking love Ballers. And just like
Ballers is fun. Yes.
Ballers is so much fun. Like finding like weird, crazy videos on the internet and just pulling them up, talking about them, like shit. I mean, something like this even.
Hey, tonight's goth night.
Hey,
We're
good to
looking
see
at big
Crenshaw.
titty goth girls tonight.
Yeah.
Hold up, man. How far you drove?
Man, I drove 2 hours, my boy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Skelly. I think they offered you an invitation.
How's that
on the
thing
dock,
looking, man?
I'm not
Man,
sure.
this shit look good as fuck. I can't even lie, cuz.
Dr.
a
Ben
bite.
sends out invitations.
I
all the
didn't
time.
get a DM about it, but
God,
all
man, this shit
good.
hitting, boy.
Yeah.
Someone said something about a haunted
Hey,
house.
don't
Do you have a
freak the
haunted
meat,
house?
man. Take a bite of that big meat. in a
Yeah. Let me.
Oh my
What the hell is this?
Yeah, that shit is
It's just something crazy I saw on Twitter, and I thought it would be funny to pull up. Like, dude drove 2 hours to eat out of a plunger for like
Lizzie Martini, baby.
$49.99 for a plunger full of chili
Yeah, man.
and
Hold
sausage
up, man. How far you drove?
Man, I drove 2
or hot
hours,
dogs.
my boy.
Oh shit.
2 hours and
It's gotta be
$49.99 for that.
Yeah.
How's that thing looking, man?
Man, this shit look good as fuck. I can't
This
even
has got to
lie.
be a
Take
parody
a
of
bite,
the
twin.
what is it? The
Shit.
juice and
Yeah.
like pickles or whatever.
God damn, this shit hitting, boy.
This shit hitting.
Nigga, this shit
Hey,
hitting.
don't
You're probably
freak the
paying
meat, man.
more
Take
for
a
the
bite of that
plunger
big
than the
meat
food
missile.
inside of it.
Yeah, right.
Glorious.
God, leave boy, this shit hitting.
Yeah, that shit.
Golly.
Leave, boy, hey. Don't shot with
Although
me, man.
Yeah.
I got to say, I do have a hankering for a chili dog right
That
now.
meat missile, boy, y'all gotta try this shit,
Yeah,
This
man.
shit,
Y'all come through, man. $49.99.
$49.99. Oh my god.
Whoa.
And $49.99 in gas just to get there.
Right? 2 hour drive for that.
Just mustard and ketchup in a plunger.
Yeah, with chili, like probably like canned Denison's chili, in a giant fucking hot dog. Oh my god!
Well,
but yeah,
guys,
somebody asked about my haunted house. I do have a ghost at my place, but it's a big time pussy. It doesn't do anything really.
Oh, dude,
I
thought they were saying you
taunt it
had,
all
like
the
a
time.
haunted house on your property that like people came into, and like I was like,
No,
oh,
no,
like
no.
the
So
amusement park
house that he
thing.
has in his-
yeah, no. So it's I believe that my house is haunted because one time my mom was visiting and we were walking through the house and there's this metal picture frame on a end table on the other side of the room that we were walking through, and all of a sudden it got tossed off of the end table with so much force that the metal picture frame bent. And I mean that's the extent of the story, but I don't know what else could do that, but a ghost, and that's the only thing it really ever did. So I call it a big time puss because it is a big time puss. It doesn't do anything, no matter how much I taunt it. It doesn't do anything. So.
I think Big Time Puss is another comic I saw on Kickstarter that I didn't really like.
Touche, Monsieur Pussycat.
Have you guys seen what, kind of talking back about getting people more engaged, have you seen what Joseph White has done with, what's it called, Comics Launch Lab?
No.
Here, I'll
No,
put
I haven't seen that.
I'll
Yeah.
put the link in the private chat. So it's kind of like a pre-crowdfunding site, and it's so you can put up, pages or your explanations or your story and stuff like that, and get feedback on whether or not people think it's going to be a good crowdfunder. So at first I thought it was a little redundant, but actually seeing some of the stuff on there I really like, and it's a really nice, clean, professional looking site.
Nice.
Huh.
So it's just kind of another way to sort of start building that audience early, especially for people who like don't know what platform they're going to go on, or they're a little nervous about, what's going on with all the platforms and stuff.
This is kind of cool.
Yeah, if you
What's
click
it
on
called?
if you click on a project, it should pop up and it'll kind of show you
Oh,
how
looks like- that
how
looks
it works.
Oh, Jesus.
So and then you can even get like it said, would you back this? So people can say like, yeah, I would, or no, or maybe, depending on the price, stuff like that. So I think this is kind of nice. I like seeing this stuff. I think this kind of stuff, is going to help
Dude, this-
creators get more engaged
Yeah.
with each other.
Yeah, I was gonna
and
say,
and
this is
help
something we should be
fine
doing.
tune your campaign too.
hmm Yeah, because I mean, you could have the coolest sounding book and the best looking book in the world, but if you don't pitch it well or nobody knows it exists, I mean, it's not gonna
Right.
matter.
And what is this called again?
It's called Comics Launch Lab.
Okay, cool.
And the guy doing it is super nice dude. He's also doing a magazine that he's sending out to comic shops. He lives in a big city area. They said that he has like within an hour he has like 20 comic shops around him. So he's printing off a magazine with like indie comics and crowdfunded comic previews in it and sending it to those
Nice.
shops to try to get more people to be aware of crowdfunding. His name's Joseph White. He's working on a book called True North, and it looks amazing. Like his art style is fantastic.
Okay. It's just gave me a thought now. Like, what would you think of someone doing like what was this? A launch lab launch stream. That sounds stupid, but basically it's because I guess you would launch this like you would just a campaign, right? You're just obviously not collecting money. It's just people trying to get. You're just looking for interest.
Yeah, just to get feedback on what you're kind of going for. Because it like for Kickstarter, for example, once your page is live, like you can make changes to it, but most people are going to see it day one. Like 30 to 40% of your backers are going to see it day one and decide if they're going to back it or not. So if it's not, if it's not great, you're going to miss out on a lot of backers.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
And I think there's some hesitancy for creators to like give feedback to other creators because everyone's like really sensitive about this,
yeah,
which I guess
people
makes
need to
sense.
stop that.
Yeah, but this is a way, people put their stuff up there. They're looking for feedback, so you can hop on and like be honest with them.
Crenshaw, I can.
And Crenshaw, I just sent it to you on X
okay.
there, the link.
There you go.
Hey guys, I got to hop off. Thanks for having me on.
Sounds
see you,
good,
dude.
Chris. Have
Yep,
yourself
see you
It was
later,
a
bro.
good time.
So long.
Take care. See you next week.
See ya.
So yeah, and you can even do preview pages, and if you scroll down more, there's just a place for comments, and that's what I really liked. Like people will just tell you what they like, what they didn't, and you can actually talk it out with them and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, so I think we talked earlier about if you're trying to build an email newsletter instead of building on a specific platform, I think this website is invaluable.
Oh, so you could build an email list from here then, eh?
Yeah, I think you could just put a link to your email sign up page, or you got all your social media stuff right there.
Just have it on here, yeah.
So yeah, I'd check that out. I think it's a really cool thing he's doing. And then I think through this you can sign up to get his magazine too if you want it shipped to you.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into this a little bit more. That's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
I didn't.
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'll just say I didn't put Empty Stars on it because Empty Stars is about to launch. I didn't want to like waste the space or waste the time for it. But my next book, I'm definitely going to put on there.
Yeah, man. But your idea, Cody, about doing something like that for like,
oh, you're cutting out again. It's like you'll be talking, and the moment the actual juicy part of the sentence comes out, you just start getting all choppy.
my back.
Somewhat.
I mean, unplug and is it back?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, sounds
There we go.
There you go.
But yeah, no, I was saying that no, you doing a stream that's kind of like a launch lab sort of deal sounds pretty cool in my opinion.
Yeah, it might be something to think about.
It's like I said, it's just tough because I know I would watch like Pete does the lettering for Empty Stars. I would watch his streams where people would come on and he'd give them feedback and stuff. And some people would just get so butthurt. And it's like, hey, you came on here asking for feedback. So I get why people don't want to promote or help out other creators, because some of them just get so crappy afterwards.
Yeah.
and that's one thing. It's like I really hope that moving forward we can not do things catering to people who have no social abilities.
Yeah.
It's like you shouldn't not want to do something because somebody's gonna ruin it for. Like you should just find a way to, not let it get ruined. And if it does get ruined, just you're gonna have to do some work to bring it back or whatever. I don't know, man. It's
Well, I can understand the sentiment, like the stuff that Shane and Mandy went through with the Dungeoneers.
Yeah.
The bitter, remorseful orbiters that Ethan promoted. Wenger, Narwhal. It sucks. It sucks. So I can understand where they're coming from with just wanting to keep the circle small, keep it people who have proven themselves to not be shitheads. It's I get it.
That's where I think where we kind of like that's where our role almost comes in. Like they have their circle and we kind of like need to work as like a filter almost, right? Like
yeah.
Just I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be a learning process, but I'm probably gonna.
I was just gonna say
end this here.
Oh, sorry. Never mind.
I'll go for it. Go for it.
Well, I was just gonna say, and this might sound super crappy, but I just would like to see people rely less on that. Like I think more people need to do their own promotion. Yeah. I think that's like the remedy to that is people just kind of nutting up and doing it themselves and not like relying on the big guys in CG or even smaller channels to give them that promotion. Like get out there and do it yourself. Like
it would help if everyone is trying to make the pie bigger. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I know me, I'm out. I got a lot of people following me on Instagram and different places that have no idea about Comicsgate. We don't talk about Comicsgate. We talk about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And
that's
once
the
I
whole
get
grabbing an
boosting,
oar
that's
thing.
when it's gonna try to show campaigns to those people too, trying to bring them in.
I was gonna say like touch on that quickly, like because I've got some like actual like topical YouTube videos I'm working on, and like one of them is like about like how like I think accessibility is a big driver of killing creativity. Like basically people having so much access to all these tools people have lost the ability to actually be creative because their creativity comes from confinement, in my opinion. So it's like. But like with my point with that is like with these videos, my goal is to be inserting Comicsgate related things as counterpoints, but almost portraying them as like basically trying to give advertisement, but not advertising Comicsgate, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
like
advertise the whole medium, and
and try and do it in a way that's like not like, hey, this is a comic book. It's almost like it's gonna make someone say like, what is that comic book that he's referencing, or what is this type of thing, right? So that's gonna be my angle for it.
I think like I think I've said this before, like I love everything Comicsgate represents as far as like creative freedom, but the best case scenario for Comicsgate is for it to not exist, like for it to not be necessary. And I think that should be the goal, but I think right now the goal is more like, hey, who can I be friends with and what can we do and how can we hang out and stuff like that.
Yeah, because the fact of the matter is that the people gatekeeping the mainstream comic books make Comicsgate necessary at this moment in time.
That's what I mean. But I just like if I tell somebody about a book, I like try to use like a good example is I was just telling a buddy about Wraith of God, and I didn't mention Comicsgate at all. I just talked about the book, and he's just like super excited of it. And this is a guy who's kind of more lefty, but I think that's best case scenario, and I'd like to see more of that. Like, I know Comicsgate and sport, and that might upset a lot of people me saying that, but I mean, Comicsgate should be a means to an end.
Yeah, like the lies that have been spread about Comicsgate, as far as because like I talked about I had Jeff Smith one time at my bar. He was the guy that made Bone. And I start talking to him and I show him some of the stuff that I'm working on. And he's like, wow, that looks really cool, blah, 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 blah. And I ended up asking him if he, because he was talking about crowdfunding some books soon and kind of doing more independent stuff. And And I asked him about Comicsgate. He had no idea about Comicsgate. And then the moment I mentioned Ethan Van Sciver, he's like, "Oh, well, he hates women." You know, that's a hateful group of people.
Yep.
You know, Comicsgate. And then it's like, you know,
not hateful, hatful.
You'd
We
be
have
like,
many
do you not-
hats.
do you
Yeah,
not
Comicsgate
feel
the
a
hat
little
group.
hateful right now the way you're talking to me, buddy? You know what I mean? Like, come on.
That's what I always love about it, man. It's like the people's like, oh, you're part of that hate group. It's like the only person hating anything right now is you. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like, it's like, I hate the state of like modern entertainment, but that doesn't like.
There's the whole political reality of the movement that,
Mhm.
you know, I voted Trump. I'm right there. You know, I had people at work,
Yep.
you know, thinking I'm a freaking racist because of how I voted, because of the shit and, you know, it would be great if Comicsgate wasn't necessary. It's very difficult to imagine that world, the way things are and the way things are going and the freaking attitudes that I see out of people outside of this bubble that we're in, you know. But it'd be great if we could get the normies to listen to us and not them, so that when the masses hear about Comicsgate, they think, oh, these are the people that want creative freedom and they don't want freaking Ray Skywalker in the freaking movies.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I kind of think Comicsgate's like it's a beautiful thing. Like there's nothing else like it out there. Like really, nowhere else will you find a place where, you know, icons like Billy Tucci, Aaron Lopresti, EVS and Shane will let you onto a stream to promote your book and instead of or alongside theirs. I mean, nobody else does that. It's amazing.
And so willing to help each other out too, because like I've gotten a ton of great feedback from those guys, just sending them my pages through Hard Art, and then, you know, freaking John talking about lettering all the time. Like,
yeah,
you know,
it's
they're
crazy how
valuable.
helpful they'll be.
Very
Like,
valuable.
Look at Dan
You're right.
Lawless.
Yeah, there's no other like artistic area like the board game community does not do that. They don't help each other like that. The
No.
theater community dang sure doesn't do that. You know, so I like I said, I love CG and I love what they're doing. I just, you know, I didn't mean to sound ungrateful for those guys that do that, but
It's tough
it's
because
just
the
like I
negative
said.
stigma has nothing to do with you or me. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But if we take on, suddenly we got everyone else's baggage, and I would love to avoid that.
Yeah, I think, and I don't think any of that's even like the politics is the excuse, but at some point it's just like, no, they just know, like, say what you want about EVS, but he's an amazing artist. So artists who aren't as good was like, well, hey, let's get this guy out of here so that I can draw these things, not him, you know.
Mhm.
That's what I feel like. Everything usually just come down to money and pride for people, regardless of what they say the real situation is. So yeah, I mean to sound ungrateful. I love what the guys do at Comicsgate. No one else does that promotion that like Shane, John, and EVS do, and that's awesome. But like I said, for me, the best case scenario is that they don't need to do it. That people promote themselves and they have their own audience, and then that's when that like you said, that pie is bigger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I kind of think there's always going to be, you know, a need for Comicsgate, but I don't know if need is necessarily the right word, because I mean, just this ecosystem of creators helping creators is so unique and rare and special. I want it to continue forever, whether or not my own projects are successful. I just want what Comicsgate has to continue for as long as is humanly possible.
Yeah.
Like I would like it if Comicsgate, like, you know, basically did like became like a Comics Gator type thing, right? It's like, it's not so much of a, like, I don't know, I don't want to say not so much a political movement, because it's
Like, do you remember Wizard Magazine? You know,
what one was Wizard Magazine?
Wizard Magazine. It was like the late '90s, early aughts. You obviously didn't read it every month like I did.
No,
but
dude, I was a kid in the 90s.
Oh,
like
yeah.
12, I was like 5 in the 90s.
That's right.
And
You're
all the
only
comic
5
books
years
and-
younger than me,
Yeah, true.
even
Yeah,
though
no,
I'm
all
way
the-
younger than you are.
I missed most of the 90s.
Yeah, all my,
I was a 96 kid.
Yeah, but the Wizard magazine, you'd have like little robot chicken comic strips, with the action figures talking to one another. It was they'd have a lot of fun, and then they would also promote the comic books that DC and Marvel were doing. If we could do something, I mean, that's kind of like what we're doing right now with the Comicsgate live streams, where you got Trashcast and Ballers and yada yada. But I feel like we can evolve. We can evolve into something that's more palatable to people who are not already soaked in, like what we've been doing. People who are outside the echo chamber need to feel welcomed inside of it instead of repelled.
What Tank say here?
That's why I never talk about Liam. We don't need to be dragging anyone down any rabbit holes on my show.
Nope.
All right.
Nope. That's the whole topic best avoided.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like I've caught myself twice now about to respond to one of Perp's messages, and I'm like, nope, not fucking doing it, man. But because I don't know, he's been getting on me a little bit, so I don't know, guys.
Yeah. Best to avoid contact with Perp. The FBI will sort that out.
I'll just point out I'm way more famous than him. I've been in more movies. He's been in 0 movies. All right. I've been in 3 movies.
Yeah, Colden, you were in the presence of a famous actor, The Will.
Yeah. You may not have known this.
What movies, dude? That's awesome.
Possibly the greatest actor of our generation.
Consider me dazzled.
Yeah. Very dazzled.
What movies, dude? That's awesome.
Famous for the Ninjas versus Zombies trilogy, the Ninjas versus Vampires, and Ninjas versus Monsters.
Okay, dude, that's freaking cool.
No, it was a lot of fun. It was like back in 2008, a buddy of mine, but he put it like the first one all on his credit card, and I helped him. Like I was doing all the practical effects, and then I was acting and running sound and stuff. We filmed like the whole first movie for like $18,000 total, in his backyard in various locations. And then he ended up making 2 more movies, but it was a fun time. I was on Netflix for a minute, but I know Little Movie Perp, his whole thing is like, I directed an episode of Ash in the Walking Dead. So that makes me an authority figure on things. And it's like, it really doesn't, bro. It really does not. Not to brag, but I'm more famous than you. All right?
A little bit of humble.
I'm not familiar with him, but is he still directing stuff?
No,
he got kicked out for something. I don't know what, but I heard he got kicked out.
I think I kind of only care about what people are doing right now. Like, that might sound bad, but anytime someone's like, "Well, I used to do this, and I'm pro this. I've done this for this many years." Like, what are you doing now?
Yeah, what are you doing right now? Right there.
Yelling at me on Twitter, like, leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the old comics adage: "You're only as good as your last book."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, you're still trying to end this stream, Cody?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, 20 minutes. No, you're good, dude. I was just fucking.
I got called off for work, so I will be on time tonight for Goth Night at 9 p.m. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Very much looking forward to that.
Yeah, we'll do the rounds here. Anywhere else anyone can find you, Will, other than Goth Night?
Find me at Fearless Will on X, at the Will Studios on YouTube and Instagram.
Bam. What about you, Mr. Cole?
Just Old King Comics on X, and then Empty Stars is on Kickstarter, launching in September. So,
boom, and then the great, lovely Skelly. Where can people find you?
You can find me on YouTube at this same name, Skeleton Core Comics, or on Twitter at Core Comics, CORPS, with the @ symbol, or you could just search my name, Skeleton Core Comics. I named myself after my book. I'm working on building up a Substack for people to subscribe to as a kind of landing page, filling it up with content like this little lore project I'm working on called The Skeleton Corpsman's Field Guide to the Supernatural. It's going to be a interesting, fun read, tell you all about the inner workings of the setting and stuff like that. And yeah, that's all I got.
Decent. Well, yeah, you can find me here. Find me on X. Subjugets Comic. Just no S, because for some reason couldn't fit. But y'all have yourself a good one. Catch